So, Jeannie, you were talking about how you're in Vegas this past weekend. I saw the freaking Instagram where you're like walking through the lobby shirtless. That shit was cracking me up,
dude. Yeah, that was pretty funny. We were it was a spur of the moment trip to go to WWE SummerSlam, and I'm not really crazy about WWE, but it was my first wrestling event, and it was very fun, and we had really wonderful seats. And I tagged along with a friend, and it was fun. We just kind of messed around at the Bellagio and had a lot of steak dinners, and it was like it was fun though. It was fun. It was good bonding time, and it was a lot of very fun different memories. But I don't know if you guys were into wrestling, but that was really exciting. I thought in person.
Used to be more into wrestling when I was younger, but
I don't know.
Kind of through when I was like 16 too, but
even when I was in elementary school, people would like make fun of kids who watched it because like, it's fake, right? Like that
was
yeah. Kind of fun though.
And they were always like, "No, it's not. They take razor blades and they cut themselves. That's real pain, man." Because they like cut their forehead. Like,
that's the thing, bro. I mean, like, I get like why someone would want to like.
I respect it,
right?
I respect it,
like,
but
at the same time, like, bro, if you're gonna be one of those kids that's just like ruining people's days, like, bro, if someone breaks your toys.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really interesting to see like John Cena and The Rock talk about their like their bigger days in wrestling and about how it works and how like. I mean, they'll talk about how. Well, I've heard other people talk about how they'll be pissed off because John Cena or The Rock will come back for a special event, and this whole storyline, like leading up to somebody getting like a title or something like that, will just get scrapped last minute because like John Cena or The Rock will take the title. They'll just show up and do some bullshit promotion for a movie and just steal the title from this guy who's been like building a storyline for like months.
Well, does The Rock still do stuff?
Like pretty rarely. But I mean, it's crazy hearing them talk about during like their main wrestling days and like the injuries and getting like concussions and stuff. Like it's no joke. I definitely respect wrestling and like the people who put on the show because it's brutal, man. I mean, I've heard like Hulk Hogan. He's freaking shorter for how many times he's been like picking people up and throwing them and shit.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, he's compressed his spine so much.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah. And dude, they get like on top of that giant ladder and just yeet themselves off onto somebody, like damn, dude.
Yeah.
What happened to Randy Savage?
I don't know. There's a bunch of wrestlers who have been dying recently.
Yeah,
but
there was John Cena was there. It was like the big match was John Cena versus Roman Reigns.
That's
that was,
dope,
like, really
dude.
Cool to see. But yeah, there was people like yelling about like my buddy I was with. So we were like very very close to the ring, like on the floor, like about five seats away from like the front row, and he yells as soon as John Cena gets up there. The only reason people like Suicide Squad is because the first one sucked! And he like spat all over the person in front of him.
That's not true. That's bullshit.
It was like
I don't know. The first one was really bad.
The first one was bad, but the new one to me, like honestly, is just very well done.
Oh, I still need to see it.
Yeah, you got to see it.
Either one of them yet.
Well,
I'm sure.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about John Cena is you watch like the new Fast and Furious movie with him, and then watch Suicide Squad, and you could tell he must be like working with an acting coach or something like that because the acting is much better in Suicide Squad, and he definitely says more. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you can tell when like somebody who's not an actor, like Ronda Rousey or something like that, becomes an actor. Their lines are always really short, so they don't have to like memorize a shit ton of dialogue.
Well, here's the thing. So I don't know if you know this, but John Cena has been doing a lot of stuff in China.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy, man. He had to like apologize.
Yeah, and I would assume that that's part of it. Is obviously like he's doing a lot of like, I guess like almost the ads for China and stuff like that, and like social media stuff for them. And so he's got to work on like acting a lot. I'm sure that they're really pushing for that.
Did you guys see that when that happened?
The Taiwan thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was there promoting Fast and Furious, and he referred to Taiwan as a country, and China was pissed that he did that because they don't recognize them as an actual country. And so he had to like do this apology, and he like legit looked like scared. He's like talking in Chinese, and like
dude,
it was like
what?
he's like, this sucks.
There's one video that I kept seeing where he's reviewing something. He's all Bing Shilling, like just like 3 times. Like this is like a Chinese that just goes Bing Shilling like 3 times, dude.
But the video that they broadcast like in China on the news, like he's like his face, and he's like this, like saying like, I'm very sorry, this and that, you know, and like you see his face, and he's just like,
well, it's because dude,
he feels bad, you know, that like
there's so much money
that.
in China though. I'm sure it's
that's the thing is like they were like, you gotta apologize, because if they decide to like pull this movie out of the theaters there, then it's gonna freaking really impact how much money the movie makes.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. Like, I don't understand how it's such a big, like, part of
box
the
office
economy. When like I get there's a lot of people in China, right? But if the movie is originally in English, they will probably have to do a dub for it unless they use subtitles, right?
Yeah, but the thing is China doesn't show very many movies. So when something plays there, it plays for a while, and it plays to a lot of people. Like, people go out of their way to go see it because not a lot of stuff comes out there.
They just started showing Star Wars there, right? Like recently?
I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised, man. It's a communist country, so like things are weird.
When did China get Star Wars?
I don't think so, man. I feel like,
well, because I mean, so it says they premiered on the big screen in 2008.
what?
Star Wars.
Like the original?
I think so. Or
The hell?
I don't know. It says Star Wars keeps bombing in China, which is just
They don't like the Star Wars movies over there.
Star Wars premieres in China 4 decades late.
That's crazy, dude. All right, do we want to go ahead and switch into topics? I don't know if who wants to go first this time. We're doing Genie again, or does Kyle? Kyle, you staring at your cat or something?
Yeah, he's messing with shit. That's why I don't like having him in my room. I have too much shit for him to mess with. But I'm debating about putting him out there and just letting the. I have a
dude.
for the podcast. I have people dropping off.
Scared for a sec.
I have people dropping off a washing machine today, and I figured it'd be easier so he was out of their way. But more than likely, if he comes in, they come in with loud ass shit, he's gonna go hide under the couch. So. But I figured he might be better in my room, but he's just kind of messing with all kinds of shit. So I'm probably just gonna go put him out there and hope for the best.
Okay.
So just to not be distracted.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
yeah,
I have a quick topic.
Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and start. I guess we'll fill Kyle in. He sits back down.
Are you familiar with Gigabyte, like the computer?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So Newegg obviously has Newegg Shuffle, and they've been bundling graphics cards with Gigabyte products. You know, power supply usually.
Yeah.
They've been exploding.
The actual power supplies have been exploding?
Yes.
Dude, it's not like that's new technology. How are they doing that?
There was like a MOSFET or something, which is like a thing for controlling the power in the power supply that like wasn't rated properly. Like it was reaching like 150 degrees Celsius on the low end and 190 degrees on Celsius on the high end, which is like way above what it should be at.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and
so people be like, you smell something? It was like smoke coming out of your computer.
And yeah, so like a few different YouTube channels were actually like calling Gigabyte out on it, and they were like, "Bro, like fix your crap." And Gigabyte basically said like, "That's not our fault." Like for some reason, like they were like, "There's nothing wrong." Like, you know, well, the most we'll do is we'll replace your power supply with the exact same model. People were like, "No, we don't want a replacement because it's gonna explode again. Give us a refund and stuff like that, or do a recall because they still haven't done a recall." Yeah,
and the thing is like the PC community does not forget stuff like that. So
yeah, well, not to mention, apparently it's been killing graphics cards. So imagine getting a 3080 from Newegg Shuffle
just to have it
in
fry.
a bundle, and then it gets fried by your power supply because you had to get it bundled.
I would lose my mind.
Dude, it's stupid. And here's my favorite part. So people are obviously trying to do RMAs for it because if you spend money on something like that and it doesn't work, you want to get your money back, right?
Sure.
Apparently, somebody targeted their RMA servers with ransomware. So all the RMAs they did are gone.
What are RMAs?
It's when you return a product and try to get it replaced or refunded.
Yeah.
So everyone who wanted to do a refund or a replacement, yeah, it's gone. That also includes graphics cards, motherboards, all kinds of stuff. So basically, like, Gigabyte's in the middle of a dumpster fire right now, and it's I don't know. I think it's one of the strangest things I've ever seen with the computer company getting targeted that hard. Because even MSI, like, I don't think they had any issues with ransomware.
I double checked. I like pulled up my Digital Storm PC and I was like, I better not have a gigabyte power supply in that bed.
Yeah, I mean, if push comes to shove, you can always replace it with one that you currently have.
Apparently Digital Storm has their own line of like power supplies. So
that reminds me. Any update?
It's as of like 5 or 6 days ago, it's being assembled. And so in a couple days, I should hear that they're doing like quality assurance checks.
Bro, it does not take a week to freaking build a PC. Jesus
so
Christ.
I watched a video of them at the place, and like, I mean, they do everything very like slow and like make sure everything's done and routed correctly. It's actually pretty impressive to see them with like all the wires and like, I mean, you see just tables everywhere with PCs on them, and it's like a dude sitting there just like slowly putting it together, making sure everything's tolerance-wise put together right, so nothing rattles, nothing's poking out. You know, it's gonna look so much better than the PC I have. That rat's nest in there. So
yeah,
I'm not complaining. It sucks that like I feel like they should be more like honest about the wait times. You know.
Yeah, that also
but that's everywhere right now,
dude. So that case that I ordered on eBay, the reason why the guy canceled the order is because he went to UPS or USPS and they dropped the case and the glass panel broke.
Dude, I'd be pissed.
Dude, you can get a replacement panel so easily.
Well, I was like,
yeah,
I don't
but it
even
was
need
a
the
secondhand used one that he was selling on eBay.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, bro, I don't even need the panel. Just like, I need the case itself, right? Didn't respond. So
he's crying. He's like, damn it!
Yeah, I was like, I really wanted that case. The thing is, I don't want the panel because it's supposed to be like open air, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it didn't even get a chance to like actually use it, so that sucks.
So who wants to go first?
Genie always needs to go first because
I got a really
Genie
easy
never
one.
talks. Okay.
Let's hear it.
All right, cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Who's got the best cheeseburger?
Oh, man, Genie's like, hell yeah, food talk again. Let's get it.
Well, okay. Are we limiting it to just cheeseburgers or like
just cheeseburgers? Like, I don't want you to be like, oh, this place has really good cheeseburgers, but their fries suck. I don't want to hear that. I just care about the cheeseburger.
What about bacon cheeseburgers though?
It's of course. That's I'm just saying. Like, if you're gonna go to a place for a bacon cheeseburger, Wendy's.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Wait, Kyle.
This motherfucker just said Wendy's.
Yeah, dude.
Wendy's.
Kyle.
Baconator, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me
And this guy gives me
that
shit
again.
for Burger King, although I haven't been to Burger King.
What the hell, guys? Dude, I'm telling you right now. If somebody said, hey, I'm going to get burgers, but it has to be fast food. Like, it has to be a certain price. You know, like you can't like go to Five Guys and spend $20 on a burger.
Culver's.
I'm going with Wendy's.
Wait, the burgers are $20 at 5 Guys?
I don't even know what that is, Kyle.
Yeah, they're mad expensive. You guys don't have Culver's over there?
No, I'm talking about like chains. Like chains.
It is a chain.
Nationwide
They're
chains.
massive.
Not something just in Florida.
Oh. It's not in Florida.
Like
Culver's
I
all
can't.
over the East Coast.
Okay, just the East Coast. Like it's not. Like I'm not talking about canes. We're talking about chain cheeseburgers. Like, no matter where you are in the U.S., you could probably get to one within like an hour.
Like McDonald's, Burger King,
Five Guys, In-N-Out. In-N-Out's not everywhere yet.
Jack in the Box.
I don't think Five Guys is overrated. I just think it's one of those burgers you have to eat fast or else it gets soggy.
Dude, the last time I had Five Guys, I got like mad like poo-poo butt, bro. I was like, dude.
I mean, because I'll tell you what, Blake's Lotta Burger here in New Mexico destroys like all of them. I'm telling you right now. but it's not on the
Last
list
time I
because it's
went
only in
to
New
a
Mexico.
Five Guys, I was in Maryland when I lived and worked there, and it was $20 for a burger, fries, and a drink. And I almost told them, don't even fucking make it. Cause I was like, that's the most ridiculous. I could go get 2 of those meals at Culver's or McDonald's or wherever.
And still have enough
for
money to go to
almost
the
the same
candy
thing.
bar.
It's
You're
not a
paying-
gourmet burger either.
It is a gourmet burger because they
doesn't taste
if,
like it.
Look at you're probably not. I don't know. I think what I get is pretty damn good. I get like mushrooms and jalapenos and bacon and cheese and
This dude's
all the
eating
You
toppings.
don't need all that for a burger, man.
Dude,
And when I go to Five Guys, I'm
bro.
getting my freaking money's worth, bro. I'm be like, hey, give me all the
That's true.
toppings, dude. Throw some barbecue sauce on there, dude. God damn.
See, you need all those fixings
I
to
don't know
make it a
about the
good
sauce,
burger.
But the thing is, though, is like you go to another restaurant, they don't have as many options. Like, and not all of it's just
Yeah.
fresh, dude. Like, I've literally shown up to a Five Guys like as they open, and they're like bringing in like fresh lettuce, fresh tomatoes. They're chopping it up right
Yeah.
there. You see the potatoes? I've seen TikToks. They literally take a potato, they wash it, put it in the thing, it turns it into fries, and then they fry it. Like or they wash it and then they fry it. So like it's quality wise,
That's why I like
that's what
Jimmy
you're paying
John's.
for.
Because I used to work
yeah.
there too, but their quality is like we literally hand slice everything right in the morning. Everything's fresh. I mean, the bread is the only thing, but like that's every fucking sub place ever. If they didn't
Yeah.
do it that way, they wouldn't be able to do it right. I
All
don't
What about
think.
the worst
You know.
burger?
The worst burger, Carl's Jr.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Dude, it gave me a stomach ache.
I mean,
Burger King's up there for me. Sorry.
Yeah,
I was
well,
gonna say
Burger
Burger
King
King.
tastes good though. Like Carl's Jr., I'm not even that impressed with how it tastes, and then
never
it makes
had
me feel
Carl's
like
Jr.
shit. You're not missing out.
Okay. I
Dude,
just
Whataburger.
found
Have you ever had Whataburger?
oh,
Fuck
Wait,
Whataburger,
yeah.
dude.
What'd you eat?
Dude,
It's so lame, dude. It's like a fancy McDonald's.
Whataburger's pretty damn tasty.
I
Genie, what'd you
think
find?
it's bland.
I had it for the first time when I went to Jacksonville, like in May, and it was pretty damn good.
I've-
Bro,
I've-
let Genie say
I've-
something.
hang on, wait.
Jesus Christ.
I've
him
made
talk, it's
three.
okay.
I've made 3 Whataburger TikToks, and every single damn time they told me you didn't get the right thing. That's why you didn't like it. It's like, then what's the right thing, dude? What am I supposed to get? A grilled
I
cheese?
just got a bacon cheeseburger, man. That's what I get. That's my go-to.
I
at
got a
place.
burger. I got a patty melt. I got the chicken finger freaking sandwich that they said was good.
Heck is
None
a
of it
patty
impressed me.
melt?
A patty melt
Oh,
it's
boy.
like 2 pieces of toast,
Young
and they
ass
put-
Chris.
and
What's
they put,
patty
like,
melt?
cheeseburger, like a
Oh,
burger
I'm
burger
sorry,
patties.
I'm not from the 1930s. Okay, Jesus Christ. I mean, Great Depression food.
It's not great, dude. That's not Great Depression food. Jesus, is Genie laughing? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
One place I think that has underrated burgers.
I never heard that insult, but that's incredible.
Del Taco actually has good burgers.
What?
Del Taco. You ever had Del
Oh,
Taco?
Wait, the taco place has
Did
good
you just
burgers?
say Del Taco has good burgers?
Yeah, they got good burgers.
Oh my god.
They're pretty
Ugh.
decent.
Okay, Genie,
I
what'd you
worry about
find?
your guys' food tastes.
Bro, you're over here talking about
Let Genie say
Kroger's or something.
Jesus
Dude.
Christ!
I was gonna tell you this. I have the absolute best bacon cheeseburger I have had in my entire life.
Ooh.
I have the receipt for, and I will send it in the Discord chat right now because it was at San Diego. It was the day that I worked at TwitchCon, and I had to take a picture of the receipt
Wait,
because I was getting reimbursed for it, and I just realized because that was the best bacon cheeseburger I've had in my life. It
What was
Like
the
a
place
mom and
called?
pop place?
What's that?
Like a mom and pop place?
No, it was this Union. It's called Union Kitchen and Tap.
bro.
That sounds like
San
a local
Diego.
place.
Dude, your server's name was Karen.
So?
Yeah, Karen, and she was
Was she a Karen? Or
she
a nice?
was dressed like a bartender, and
Hell
she
yeah.
was, she gave me the best bacon cheeseburger I've had in my life. It was perfect. It was like every bacon cheeseburger I've had since that day has been an attempt. Hold on, can you hear like disgusting sounds in the background, like a chainsaw?
I heard a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fine.
they're
It's, like,
tree
super
trimming outside.
prominent.
Let me close the window here.
Tell him, hey, Do that some other time.
Oh, right before the podcast started, my neighbor or somebody was working on one of the apartments next door.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude!
Did he actually do that?
Yeah, I did.
Jesus. You just hear gunshots?
Yeah,
Doo,
dude,
doo.
Oh my god! I just like fall back.
Okay.
Or
okay,
like
I want
the chainsaw, it comes flying through your window.
I went on the grilled cheese subreddit and they have an r/eat sandwiches subreddit as well. And someone posted a burger on here, dude.
We're not talking about grilled cheese.
What?
Why are you
I
on the
was
grilled
getting
cheese
the burger.
subreddit?
No, I was getting the burgers, bro, because there's an eat sandwiches subreddit and they literally posted a burger on here.
You
Bro.
guys have to look up Culver's.
I
and
refuse.
see where one is. Why?
Because I'm
Culver's
never.
sounds like a
Dude,
good
I have
burger?
no desire to go to the East Coast.
Culver's sounds like a really bad
Except
burger
Disney
sauce
World.
or something, dude.
Rude.
Dude, the
Well,
people
aren't you
over
coming
there.
to Disney World?
Yes, but I'm gonna be at Disney and that's it. I'm not going to freaking Boston to be. Hey, you want to park your car at the Hobby Yard or something like that? Like I just, dude,
What did you even just say?
park the
You ever
car at
heard
the
that
Harbor Yard. Dude, like on the East Coast, I swear, people are meaner. They're just meaner, dude.
No,
everybody's an
that's-
asshole.
Yeah, well, it's 'cause everybody's busy, dude.
No, they're just grumpy, dude.
Michigan people
'cause the weather's
are
cold.
assholes. Yeah,
Not
it's
in
Michigan.
Florida, but-
I'm down to Florida. Florida
Michigan's
people are
Cold
nice.
weather makes people grumpy.
Florida,
Alright, so
everybody's
they
high.
actually have 36 locations in Arizona. They're in almost every state.
Okay, when I go to Arizona, I'll try it. But okay,
Well, yeah, when it
Genie.
comes to Arizona in like 3 years.
Where do you live in Arizona? Like what city? Or like where do you visit?
who me?
You don't gotta say where you live. Yeah, where do you visit? What's something close?
I
You
don't.
wanna say
Chris
it.
seems uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, look, somebody's gonna come search for you because they know what city.
Chris, you
you're in.
realize
it's a small city.
if somebody looks me up, it literally
Oh,
takes
well,
them to
that's what I
like
was
my
saying.
high school like swim records
like
and
a
stuff.
big one.
So
Well, I don't have anything like that. Like
You guys
I
got
I know,
some
but they're gonna
weird
know that's
name
where I'm
shit.
from.
Hualapai Indian Reservation. What the
it
hell?
does show that. What the heck?
Fort Apache
What
Reservation.
the
Why are they
heck?
showing
That's
all these
weird.
reservations on their locations for Culver's? They're showing all the national forests and
So Jeannie,
Shit
I've
like
got
that,
I've got a burger place that might be a good contender for that place that's
Okay.
near you. Have you ever heard of Boulevard
Okay.
Burger? They have a couple locations around you. There's one in Ventura.
Boulevard Burger.
Yeah, I went to one in Ventura by like the Camarillo Mall. So goddamn good. It's spelled
know
like
what place
BLVD
really sucks?
burger.
I was just
Smash
in
Burger.
Camarillo, I think.
Never had Smash Burger.
it flopped. It's literally like $9 for a burger, I think, and it's like a third pound burger.
It's like one of
Or
those
something
mini
like that.
burgers from Jack in the
Small.
Box.
Yeah, they're
So
small.
is it good or?
The burger,
I looked-
what, slider.
It really wasn't nothing special at all. Yeah, it was not good.
Bro, they even have.
It was like a
some Coast Guard
$9
stuff, bro.
burger.
What,
How do you
Chris?
feel about Fat
They even have some
Burger?
Coast Guard stuff of you, bro.
That's weird. Like
What I
what?
like about
Where?
Culver's is they
Like
do
there's a
they
picture
do
of
butter
you
burgers.
on the cutter you were on.
Because I know that there was like an article about me or something like that at one point.
Yeah, there's a picture of you, and then there's a picture of a bunch of like empty bottles in the ocean. You guys are picking them up.
Yeah, pollution.
Wow.
All right, are we done talking about burgers then?
Double
well,
Angus
we never really
smash.
clarified where the best one is.
I'm still
But
I'm saying.
we're all set in
what
our
did I
ways.
even say? I had Red Robin the other day,
Chris
like
still
last week.
said fucking
Yeah,
Wendy's.
dude, that goes hard.
Dude, Wendy's
I
isn't
did. but
bad.
I don't know if it was the
bro.
location I went to.
I got food poisoning from there, so I'm probably
Hey, bro,
Dude,
fine.
I swear
I
everybody
used
says
to
that
love
about
them.
every fast food place. Oh, I got food poisoning there.
Yo, listen. I was by myself, and my family was all down in Florida. All my friends were out doing like their own thing with their families, and it was Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I'm going to Wendy's because I didn't eat all day, and I was like, I don't want to go to like Boston Market. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, I'm gonna go get Wendy's, get 4 for $4. got Wendy's. I think I ended up getting 2 of them because I was a fat ass, and I ate them, and then literally that night was dying. And
Dude.
I never had food poisoning before then, and let me tell you, if you've never had food poisoning,
I've had
it
food
is
poisoning.
not a fun time.
It's not as
all
bad
I'm
as
saying-
Montezuma's Revenge.
Ugh,
That's
what's
that's
that?
Montezuma's Revenge is what you get when you go to a foreign country and the water they don't have like water
Oh,
treatment
yeah.
standards, and so you
Yep,
literally
yep.
throw up and shit yourself at the same time. It's
Oh,
awful.
that's what I was doing.
Here's what I'll say.
Like The Exorcist.
It lasted four or 5 days though.
that food
Yep.
poisoning is not the
Mine was,
company's
like,
fault.
3 or
That's
4
whoever,
days.
whichever
Really?
cook
Yeah,
didn't
whenever
wash
I've-
their hands.
Whenever I've gotten food poisoning, it's usually gone within like 24 to 48 hours.
No, mine lasted a long time. My stomach was in major pain.
Could have had a
Wait, for
bug.
how
Like, I
long?
probably should have went to the hospital. Like 3
How
or 4
long?
days.
24 to
Oh.
he said his lasted like 4 days or something.
Yeah, I don't think that's food poisoning.
Yeah,
It means
food
you're
poisoning
sick,
is
bro.
supposed to be out of your
No,
system
it
within
was-
like 2 days.
It was definitely food poisoning.
I think it's a
There's
What,
no
bug.
doubt.
you go get a food poisoning
I'll tell
test
you
and
what,
say, "Yep,
dude.
food was poisoned."
You gotta understand that these food establishments everywhere, doesn't matter where it is, they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
high school entry level jobs. Like you can get
There's a bunch of
you can
kids
get
that don't
food
give a
poisoning
shit.
anywhere. Yeah,
Mhm.
don't single out Wendy's, you
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I didn't. I just said like
The
that was my
nuggets go
experience.
hard.
I used to love Wendy's, dude. I
Dude, they
ate
don't
Wendy's
give
all the
enough
time.
nuggets though.
What are you talking about? You get a 10
give you,
piece
like-
nugget.
I thought you can only get like a 6-piece at the most.
No, dude, I get, dude. I'm not gonna lie. When I go to Wendy's, I
Bro.
go hard in the paint, dude. I get a 10-piece regular and a 10-piece spicy, a baconator and fries, and goddamn,
Baconator.
Dude, I'm gonna
Baconators are
stop
fire.
getting Baja Blast from Taco Bell because they never have 0 sugar.
that sucks.
It's a big sacrifice.
Kyle mentioned sandwiches though. I think Jimmy John's. So for a regular sandwich, Jimmy John's for sure.
Damn, I.
If I'm going for a hot sub, Firehouse subs freaking smacks, dude.
Firehouse
subs.
Well,
It's
do you
so
guys-
goddamn
do you
good.
guys prefer your subs toasted or just like regular?
I
I can go
go
either
to
way
I
with
go
them.
to I go to different places for each one.
Jimmy John's
I-
non-toasted. Firehouse subs for toasted.
don't
All I
really like
know
toast-
is that
What do you
Genie.
get at Firehouse subs though?
Ooh, I've gotten their Philly one. The Italian is pretty
Steamer
good.
one.
I don't think I've
I
ever had
forget
that
what
one.
it's called. Something steamer.
What's on it?
Philadelphia steamer, something like that. It's I think it's roast beef.
All I know is after I eat there, I'm gonna be
Dijon
taking a steamer.
mustard. Oh hell yeah, hell yeah,
Take a big
Damn
old
right.
meat poo.
damn right.
Dude,
But
Dude,
I
the
like
chips I got
Firehouse
there are
because
really
it
good,
supports
too.
the firefighters too. I thought that was pretty cool, and one of my best friends is a firefighter, so I thought that was pretty cool. You do that.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, Jeannie, you like Subway a lot, right?
I used to, but they don't have roast beef anymore. So now I go to Firehouse. Subs.
Probably
They're the
because they
best.
got.
Yeah,
they're probably
Firehouse.
because it
So you
didn't.
probably get the one that I get, the steamer one.
They probably took roast beef away from Subway because they found out it wasn't real meat, dude. Like Subway is so bad, dude.
Oh, it's
It's
yeah.
so bad.
cardboard.
It's literally all
Yeah.
processed to hell. And like,
Isn't the tuna like
Yeah.
not even fish?
You can tell.
no, that was a freaking myth, dude. That like there was a whole YouTube investigation thing I watched where they literally like took tuna and they like analyzed what was in it, and it's real tuna. Tuna is very cheap. I don't know why
Oh.
people would think they would skimp on that.
What
Extremely
about the
cheap.
bread though, dude? Even the bread, like it's
Super
there's
processed.
there's so much sugar in it. They consider it cake in Europe.
Well, what I was gonna say though is that like I hate Subway because every damn military base has a Subway, and so I've probably eaten enough Subway for like 2 or 3 lifetimes.
Do you guys
Subway
have
also has
like
really
every
good-
Walmart has a Subway, or is that an East Coast thing?
It's not just an East Coast thing. From my experience, they either have a Subway or a McDonald's.
Yeah, I've seen very few with McDonald's, but a ton with Subways.
Chris,
Like
that
almost everyone I've been into.
The cleaning
has-
standards at Subways are apparently like not very good though.
no, dude, I literally walked into a Subway one time and like the dude like had to swat flies, and I was like, actually, never mind, I'm gonna get something else. Like when he
Yeah,
when he
that's
opened
fucking
stuff
gross.
up to like get what I wanted, and like flies came out, and I was like, bro, I'm fucking out of here, dude. I'm not eating that. They're in there just like rolling around in it, dude.
That's the scary thing with like ordering stuff from those
Yeah.
kind of places, or it's all based upon, like you said, like who works there, man. If they just give a shit enough to like do the right thing, that's why I trust Jimmy John's, because it's so corporate that like there's a
Yes.
checklist every day. Do we clean? Like the cleaning procedure at a Jimmy John's is the most absurd shit you've ever seen in your life. The signs that are all around the store that say like funny shit or whatever, like they're weird or whatever, those get dusted and sprayed like almost every day. It's like
Yeah.
really weird.
Jimmy
like,
John's is really clean when you go in.
sanitization.
Yeah.
Like,
what's
but
what's
it's
the
like stuff
saying?
to stay busy as well. Like and I was a delivery driver.
What? Yeah. What is the Jimmy John's saying? Isn't there a
Do you know
slogan?
what it is?
Freaky fast.
No, what I always heard was I love my Jimmy job.
Oh, like
Hell no.
I love my Jimmy job. Chris, do you guys have a Jimmy John's there yet?
I think we have a Jersey Mike's. That's it. And a
Jersey
Firehouse
Mike's is
Subs.
all right.
It's decent. It's
Yeah.
decent.
Dude, Jimmy John's just has a lot more options. I feel like I
I think
usually
I would like Jimmy John.
I get the turkey tom on wheat. I like their wheat bread. It's really good.
The wheat bread's
Yeah.
fire. Because there'd be times where like not many people would order in a day, and you could bring home loaves because it's like we don't use the same bread usually.
I
So
I
I would
like
bring that home, make toast and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Do they have
I-
salami and pepperoni there?
Oh yeah. Dude, I like. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. Because they have an
but
Italian.
it's
Dude.
kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
Vito has it.
yeah. The thing that's funny is like whenever I make sandwiches, I always cut them diagonal. But I like how Jimmy John's cuts it in the middle. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Dude, I think it's just the bread because the bread's like thicker and not as like wide.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Yeah.
like an earned
Yeah.
thing. Cut it
Yeah.
down the middle.
I get wheat every time I go there. I just think wheat bread tastes better, to be honest. There's more flavor
Oh,
in it.
dude. I think we do
There's
have
a
a
lot
Jimmy
more in
John's.
the
Yeah.
Jimmy John's one. The wheat one has a lot in it.
What'd you say, Chris?
But
I think we might have a Jimmy John's.
It's probably like in the foothills or something.
No, wait, hold on. I see Doghouse. No, we don't. Never mind.
if we
Yeah.
worked there, like we all would eat there like every day, so you would get
It's pretty
sick of it. We
healthy.
started mixing all kinds of subs though. Like so I would do the Vito with tuna and you put mustard on it. Yo, it's like insanely good, but it doesn't seem like it would be. It tastes so good.
What was the they had like super greens or something like that. Or Sprouts. They had Sprouts.
We
I
had an issue
loved,
with them when I worked for them because of the E. coli.
Yeah, they stopped doing it finally. Like they just don't offer it anymore. But I
Now
loved
they
getting
officially
Sprouts.
got rid of it.
Yeah, I loved getting Sprouts. Like I don't know why, but like it tasted good with the other stuff on the sandwich, and it's good
Never
for you.
appealed to me. It's like rabbit food.
I like it. I miss it. My wife was sad when she found out it was gone.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I
don't know,
hate how
man.
they do the lettuce wrap shit though. Those things are so pointless.
Bro,
it's like
I don't know why people
and you
kid
don't really
themselves,
get
man.
anything.
Like when I was keto, I would go to like Five Guys and get like a lettuce burger because they'll give you like extra bacon for free and stuff. But
Yeah.
a sandwich, it's like, dude, just eat a salad. Like it's the same shit. It's just smaller,
Especially, like,
cut up
with
smaller.
bread and you're getting one sandwich. It's like, and it's not like you're eating a sandwich every day. Is the bread really that bad to where like you couldn't work around it with
The
your
hell is
other
Chris
meals
looking
and do work out a lot? I don't
Your
know.
phone?
I just thought bread was
Yeah,
weird.
bro.
All right, let's move on to a different topic.
Oh,
Genie,
bro,
go
I
for it.
Lost everything, bro.
I think this was. I'm
It's
sure like
fine.
we've all like had enough time to think about it, but the Tesla robot. Is,
Oh, that's a
that
good one.
stuck out to me pretty hard.
Yeah.
Monkey
Oh.
Butler. Just saying.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, I could debate this forever, bro. I know. I
They
could.
said they want to use them for construction. I'm sorry, but like I
They want to use them to carry shit around. Honestly, is
don't
what they
trust
said.
that. Well, they
They're
said
just gonna carry stuff
construction too. And I
Okay,
was like,
You carry around a lot of wood
depending
and
on
shit in
what kind of
construction.
construction.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you guys ever?
They're not going to be
did you
doing
guys
complicated
ever,
tasks yet. We're ways away from
Right.
that.
Did you guys ever see that factory tour and the interview that Marcus Brownlee did with Elon Musk?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I saw part
one
of
of the
that.
things. One of the things he said in
Marquise
it,
Brown's
what
awesome.
Elon Musk said, he said that most of the tasks that are involved with creating a Tesla can be automated with
Yeah.
like those giant robots, right? But there's certain tasks that you have to have a human to do because it's very like minute things.
Yeah.
like
Meticulous.
making
Yeah,
sure that certain
meticulous.
things are. Yeah, exactly, right.
Mhm.
And so,
Mhm.
I think one of the big things there is you could have robots like a Tesla bot do those tasks. I think it's what they're really going for. Okay, but imagine they do like a test for that in the Tesla factory, and they sort of calibrate the robots so they actually like can function properly, and they go, hey, we're building cars with these things. Maybe you should buy one. And so other companies might start using them, and we might get to a point where like they're doing the crappy jobs.
Yeah, you know, I
Yeah.
heard a thing. I can't remember who it was. I think they were on Joe Rogan or something. I don't remember who. But they were talking about how they think like 20 years in the future, the majority of like jobs that people are going to have is going to be something in entertainment. Because once we have all these robots, like, you know, or like all this automated stuff, you know, you go to McDonald's and it's not even like a cashier anymore. It's just a kiosk,
Mhm.
which is already starting to happen. Taco Bell
But,
too
like,
is
how
doing
many
that.
jobs can you have in entertainment? Like, not everybody
Well,
can be
But
a
what they were
creator,
saying is that
streamer.
with the way this is going to happen is like less people are going, like there's just going to be less jobs, and so
Well,
like things are going to turn into like a lot of people sitting at home, you know.
Here's the thing: it's going to be
Which is
entertainment,
scary.
and then like just general creation.
Yeah,
okay? We're
that's
gonna keep
always
creating-
been a good job though, like a safe
And-
job.
Engineering
Mhm.
will still be a thing. Definitely will be a thing. Then that goes for both like
Medical field.
software and just like just general engineering. You know, like
Yeah.
that'll definitely still be a thing. That's gonna be a big one.
Or the robot fixers. Somebody's gonna have to come
Yes.
change oil and stuff.
Here,
Mhm.
well, I don't know about
Anything that
oil.
has moving parts is gonna create heat and friction. You want to have some kind of lubrication.
I guess it's fair. Anyways, so here's the thing though. I specifically I told Danny, I was like, okay, so they said they can only lift like 10 pounds with their arms.
I thought it was
They
40.
can I heard 10 pounds. They can deadlift 150 pounds.
I feel like 10 pounds would be useless, dude. I'm pretty sure it was like
Really?
40 or 45 pounds, which
It
because
could be 40.
I think it
I don't
was,
know.
yeah. Because I was talking on stream about it. Somebody's like, "Hey, like, did you see the Tesla robots?" And I looked it
I
up,
said
and
that.
was it you? Yeah. And then it said, I was like, wait, they're saying they're not gonna hurt nobody because they can only lift like 45 pounds. It's like little man weighs like 30 pounds, dude.
That's
Yeah, so they
definitely
can
like, yeah.
okay, hold on. Sorry. They can carry up to 45 pounds, a deadlift of 150, and do an arm extended lift of 10 pounds.
So 10 pounds going like this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Damn, 150
They-
pound deadlift. That's pretty badass.
well, because they weigh 125, so
That's pretty
um,
badass, dude.
so
Stronger than
it
Genie.
says they can Dang. they can move at 5 miles an hour. That's it.
Dude, but
So-
people underestimate 5 miles per hour. Like I do like 3.8 miles per hour on the treadmill for cardio, like just watching
Mhm.
something at like a
Right.
3-degree incline. That shit's enough to get your like you breathing. You know what I mean? Like you have to like breathe a little harder. So
So
5
the
miles
main-
per hour is pretty good. It's
Didn't
like a
they
jog.
say that they would be able to like think for themselves though too?
I mean,
That was
They-
one of the things I think I heard even Elon say.
And he
Or
said-
somebody said.
He said the
call 'em sentient.
software that they're using is called Skynet. I don't know if that's a huge red flag. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
but the thing is though, so the one of the biggest things that he wanted to make sure of was that if for some reason a robot was to get turned into a killing machine, that you could easily overpower it.
Nah, dude, that thing's gonna outsmart you.
Until it starts thinking for itself.
Bro,
It's gonna wait
watch
till
it
you're
out-
asleep.
Watch it outsmart a crowbar, bro.
It's gonna wait till you're asleep and just drop a 45-pound box on your head.
God, the QR code on it.
Or it's gonna deadlift you.
Dude, it's
Drop
like
me out the
so-
window.
How do you think they're gonna like regulate this though? Is it like the way I think of it? It's gonna be like automatic weapons. You know what I mean? Like where you have guns that are like
I think
When
that's
guns-
yeah. Sorry.
eventually becomes like too far. No, you're good. It's like when you have a gun that like is an automatic weapon. Obviously, you got to like have no more automatic weapons for everybody. So then maybe they'll have like the equivalent of like a semi-automatic weapon would be a semi-automatic robot, I guess, that can't do certain like capacities.
He can only
Like
deadlift 110 or something like that.
Your robot
I was-
can't do 45 pounds, but if it can lift 40,
How much
okay,
does a
that's fine.
minigun weigh?
Yo.
It's like Terminator, dude.
Well, that's the thing though. Like
I'll be back.
the point of these robots is like they said, to do like boring tasks. Bro, I'm having that thing do my laundry. I'm just saying, bro.
Walk the dog.
Yeah. God, I hope killing
That-
people is really boring.
Mow the lawn. That'd be badass.
Mow the lawn. Yeah.
I'm gonna name
No,
mine
I hope-
Chappie, dude. Like that movie. Yo,
but-
Chappie.
dude.
Yes,
'cause-
sir.
Bro, this is the closest thing we're gonna get to monkey butlers for a long time. I think.
Yeah.
I want a monkey butler so bad, but
Bro,
a robot would be pretty
I don't know
good, too.
why, but with the mowing the lawn thing, I just pictured the freaking robot coming in the house with a weed whacker, just chopping everybody up.
Bro. Dude, I don't think robots would get to that point because I
Oh,
think
dude.
people are already so conscious
Well,
of it.
artificial intelligence would have to be a thing first, but I mean, don't you think the first thing that an artificial intelligence thing is going to do is be like, wait a minute, like, why am I letting these people like control me?
Control me.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So
Mhm.
there, the first thing you mentioned is AI, right? I don't think we really, I guess, I don't
AI is
wanna
not
say
something we
ruin-
can control once it happens. Like it just
but
thinks
that's
for
the
itself.
thing. So AI is a very broad term,
Mhm.
and typically an AI is dedicated to a specific task. So it's intelligent about a specific task. Like, for example, if you have a neural net for playing chess or something like that, that's all it knows how to do. You tell it to play freaking bingo or something, and it's just like, what do I do? Like, it doesn't know how to do that.
But I'm talking about how like scientists are legit trying to like make something that's like a soul, like it can actually think for itself and like talk to us. That is where it gets scary.
But, dude, okay, if you've ever coded before, you know that a lot of coding is just if-then statements or if-else statements and stuff like that. It's like you're basically just giving parameters for your robot or whatever you're coding.
Yeah.
And it goes, oh, okay, so I recognize this thing, and if this thing happens, then I do this thing.
Well, did you see?
Super
I don't
basic.
I don't remember the full story. I'm kind of pulling this out of my ass. Like it might not be as crazy as it sounds, but do you remember the story? Like I want to say like I don't know, maybe even 10 years ago or something like that, where they had like two computers. And they were basically they're working on artificial intelligence, and they were trying to make them be able to communicate with each other, and they did. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things they did is made their own language so that the scientists didn't know what they were saying.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So they pulled the plug on them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
pretty
creepy.
Messed up. Like they couldn't do anything. They're just computers. You know, they weren't hooked up to the internet or nothing. But still,
notice that like the software alone isn't what makes the robot, right? Because these robots might have I remember I was joking about how little it can lift, right?
Yeah.
That's for a reason, bro. Like I'm just saying, like,
oh yeah, so you can overpower it, like you said.
Yeah, the servos probably aren't even like strong enough to really do anything too fast. Like I bet, like if you did give it a crowbar and told it to swing it at somebody,
yeah,
it would do it like too slow of a speed to even do damage.
Have you seen iRobot, Chris?
No, I saw a recap of it. I mean, interesting movie.
It's definitely like a cliche Hollywood movie, but there's some moments in there that were interesting. Like there's that one scene where the robot has to choose between like somebody and a little girl to save, and it chooses the person over the little girl. Like that once like it gets to the point where like robots have the ability to like make decisions like that, and they calculate it to figure out like what's the best probable, you know, solution, and they start choosing like things over other things and letting somebody die. That's when it gets like messed up.
How would you make the decision? Would you go by like how
there's
like
a logical way and a moral way. Like if there's an old person and a little girl, you're gonna be like, well, the old person's already lived like 80 years, so he, you know, this little girl has a life to live. You know, no offense to the old person, but you know, they could die, you know, in like in 2 weeks just from like normal like life complications. Whereas this little girl has, you know, just started freaking elementary school. Like morally, you're gonna want to choose the girl, but the robot chose the old person because I guess the knowledge was more valuable or something. You know.
Well, I thought it was.
I can't remember.
I thought it also calculated based off of who he could actually realistically be able to save.
Yeah,
like
there was different
like,
circumstances.
If I go after her, I probably won't make it.
There was a time thing too.
But if
it was time critical.
If I could get to him, I could save him. It was basically like, who could I realistically save?
There's a few levels to it. Though,
I don't think I don't think a human would think that way. You know?
No way.
Not at all.
They would go for the moral side.
In that situation, there's going to be three people usually. This person that's in the car, right? And then you have, you know, don't forget the little girl and the old lady, right? So is it going to try and protect the person in the car who's actually paying for that car, right? Is it going to save?
Like what is their like?
What's
their contribution? Like how, like as a person, like how valuable are they?
Well, more so like, is it going to take priority for the person who actually paid for the actual
like
car
if there's a you mean like if it's a Tesla robot and the person is driving a Tesla, they're gonna be like, oh, the Tesla gang, and they just let the homeless person die or something.
Like if you have a self-driving car, for example, right?
Huh?
You have a self-driving car, right?
Yeah.
And it knows like, hey, I'm about to crash, right? Like something happened, the tire blew out, somebody hit my car or something like that, right? And so the car goes, okay, either I can drive into this freaking tree so I can avoid these pedestrians, but there's a good chance the passenger that's in the car will die or get gravely injured. Okay. Or it can try and save the passenger, but it might hit one of the pedestrians in the process.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So you're saying a Tesla car with a robotic sense?
Like would it save its passenger or the people that the car's gonna hit? Is basically the situation. Yeah. And to me, I would hope the car would choose to not hit the pedestrians. But at the same time, it's like this person bought a Tesla. Like, I get what you're saying there. There's definitely like something there where it's like,
obviously the point of buying a Tesla is so that you can guarantee that you're going to be like driving a safer vehicle, because they have
apparently they are made really well. They're like one of the safest cars you can drive.
Oh yeah,
they are extremely safe. There are some production issues where, like, for example, like
there's human error,
stuff like that get messed up. But for the most part, yeah, they're pretty good cars.
Have you seen? There's compilations of them avoiding accidents. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah,
and it's
like literally pitch black at night. Somebody will like fucking just go, screw it, and just go across the street on a bike, and the car just stops, like, perfect timing. Yeah.
They do some really like smart things.
Well, there's like cameras all around them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's covered in cameras. Yeah, so is this robot. This robot's covered in cameras.
I didn't know. So the thing
watching me take a poo.
the obviously, like, with
you need
with
toilet
electric
paper,
cars,
sir.
with electric
it's like
cars,
broadcasting it at the same time.
Sir, I
made you $50 in tips.
Jesus Christ, dude. So the acceleration on those cars is like almost instantaneous, right? Like it's really fast. Okay. And so, like, in order to avoid certain accidents, they will speed up.
Yeah.
Like it works too.
Yeah.
Like they know when to speed up or to slow down. Like it's done extremely well.
I'm telling you, once I can go like 500 miles without having to charge again, that's when I'll consider getting a Tesla. But right now, like, it's just, I wouldn't have to want to, like, on a trip. Like, if somebody was like, because I don't know, to me, if like somebody was like, hey, like, I get a part in a movie. And, you know, like, I can either fly out to LA, but I'm there for 2 months, or I can just drive there and then I have my car while I'm there. I'm probably going to drive. You know, like, it's a long drive, but I definitely want to have my car there. It's cheaper than getting a rental car or something, obviously. So to me, it's like that drive would suck if I had a Tesla, because I have to stop every 250 to 300 miles or whatever to charge it. It takes like a half hour to get a 50% charge.
Not if you have that Roadster.
Yeah, but
620 mile range.
But in a Corolla hybrid, you can go like 700 miles without filling up with gas. So it's like, it's still practical.
700?
Yeah, dude.
400. I go over 400.
I've been looking
on the highway.
Yeah, I've been looking at getting trading the at least my wife's car in, because she has like the base model Corolla.
I have the same one you do, the SE.
The SE's nice. The only thing is, I feel like, because with the SE they have a launch gear on it, right? That's one of the things they added to the transmission to make it faster. I think there's something wrong with it. I think there's some kind of computer thing with it, because I've a couple times now I've noticed I'll put my foot on the gas and I'll like hesitate to go in and out of that launch gear. So there might be a recall soon, I think, to get that bug fixed.
Right.
But,
I don't have the launch gear in mine, but I have the sport thing.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's,
sometimes
so it switches,
when I do that, it's wonky.
Yeah, but I mean, it's shaved like the launch gear shaved like almost 3 seconds off of the 0 to 60 times. Pretty badass for a Corolla.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think it actually hauls a little bit.
Oh, if I got shit to do and people are like in my way, like Florida drivers are horrible. They're slow most of the time because they're like ancient.
It sounds good too.
Don't have shit to do. It does.
Yeah, it sounds good for a 4-cylinder.
Put that thing into sport and just go.
Yeah, but
it's pretty fun sometimes.
But I was looking at trading my wife's like base model LE in for a hybrid, and we could actually, if we like leased it, we can like write off like 75% of the monthly payment. So I was like, I'd do that. And it's basically like they took the base model Corolla, added some of the SE features to it, but then made it a hybrid. So like it's kind of like weird. It's like in between the base model Corolla and the SE. Like, it has a push to start, it has the blind spot monitoring with it already and stuff like that. But
I just realized, does Chris have 2 separate PC setups?
Dude, he's got like 10 graphics cards in there right now. It's probably like a sauna.
I feel like I see like he's got a PC on the ground in the back, a PC next to that monitor, and then he's got
a fan like blowing air out the door.
What the hell?
But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the Corolla SE. I was actually looking at the Apex edition.
Same.
Because I was like, I don't want to get a Mustang yet, but the Apex edition, I can't remember what it was. I think it's actually slower than the SE, and I was like, man, screw that. Like, it might look better because they have like this. You get like this gray or black color with like a gold trim on it. It looks really sexy. Oh, yeah. But if it's slower, what's the point?
They do a really good job with the Corollas. Like the interior is really nice too, and like the
Yeah.
display on the front and just like the seats. They do.
Yeah.
Mine has like a blue stitching throughout.
Mhm.
It just looks really clean.
Yeah. So
I've gotten a lot of compliments on my car, and it's a $26,000 car when I bought it. Like
I've actually been debating on whether I would want to trade it in for a Mustang when I get one, or if I just want to keep the Corolla.
keep it.
I think I'll keep it. Yeah.
Keep it as like if you need to go on trips.
Daily driver. Yeah.
Daily driver.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take the
That's
Mustang
what
out
I'm
on
doing.
dates and stuff.
I want to get a Challenger Hellcat. So that'd probably be.
How much do those
like
cost? Like 75?
I think they're up to 80 now. I
God
think.
damn. Because like a brand new
But-
Mustang GT Premium is like 45, I think.
Yeah.
With like all decked out with like the sport package and everything. I will be honest, and like a part of me is like I like don't want to be embarrassed, but at the same time I'm like, screw it. Like it's my car. If I don't want to drive stick, whatever. But I'm debating on whether I want to get a stick shift or that 10-speed automatic. Because that 10-speed automatic's no joke, dude. That thing flies.
Right. Yeah, I just
Stick
want to drive a Hellcat so bad. They're 700
Yeah, but the
horsepower.
stick shift is a 6-speed, and they have a different transmission in the GT than they do in the GT350, and apparently the 6-speed manual in the regular GT is just not as good. Like something about the clutch.
Okay.
So I think I would get the 10-speed, dude. You get like slightly better gas mileage too, and that thing freaking.
Oh, there's different Hellcats too. There's the
Mhm.
SRT Hellcat, SRT Hellcat wide body, and SRT Hellcat red eye.
I wouldn't get the wide body. I get it. I get the point of it, but dude, like that car's already so
Yeah.
heavy. You don't want to add more weight to it.
Right.
Thing's a freaking boat. I love if it was between a Camaro and a Challenger, I'd pick the Challenger all day.
Oh, for sure.
I think Camaros
100%.
are they're actually talking about discontinuing the Camaro.
Damn.
Why?
Sales aren't
Why?
good. And then not only that, with all the emissions things and like, you know, the car like that's why Ford got rid of like all their cars. Is because like how much they were selling compared to like having to cut down on how many emissions and things like it was all kinds of stuff. Like that's why Toyota discontinued the FJ Cruiser, even though it was popular, is because it got terrible gas mileage and it was like really bad for the environment. So they decided to cut that one off for the numbers. Did you guys see the new Bronco? I've been seeing them driving around now. They're way smaller than I thought they'd be.
I haven't seen him in
I haven't,
person,
but
but I might have seen like a
That'd
photo.
be pretty cool.
They don't look bad, but they're just a lot smaller than I thought. But
I think those kinds of cars, like that Jeep style, like they always look stupid to me.
yeah, I don't like them. I don't like Jeeps unless they're like an old school Jeep, like Jurassic Park style. The
Bro,
new
what is
Jeeps
this?
suck.
Ford Bronco 6x6 with 3-row seating revealed for $399,000.
That's something The Rock would drive, like 100%.
Bro, why do you need 4 tires in the back?
Who is it? Post Malone has a Ford Raptor that has that many tires. It's called like the Velociraptor or some shit.
But I mean,
Pretty
a
badass.
Ford Raptor is a truck,
Off-road
right?
truck, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. That's a freaking truck, bro.
Well, I mean, Broncos are supposed to be for off-roading too and stuff.
Yeah, but
I
mean, like,
just remember back in
you're
the day,
hauling stuff, bro.
I had a
Come on.
buddy who drove a Bronco in high school, and like anytime somebody was like, "Whose car are we taking?" He's like, "Not mine," because that thing, like, the gas mileage is so bad. You get like 10 miles per gallon in the city, bro. He'd be like, "Not unless you guys are paying gas money." Oh man.
Yeah, so like the SRT Challenger Hellcat's red eye is 72,000, but a regular, just like a SRT Hellcat, is 61,000. But that's
That's not
not
bad.
including any modifications. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's not as expensive as I thought. Yeah, dude, Camaros, man, they're super expensive, and I feel like the interior is super cheaply made. Like bad.
Yeah.
Cause like, I had a buddy who showed up to work with like a brand new one, and we went and got like burritos for everybody. And as he was getting out of the car, his sleeve, like collar on his uniform with a button, you know, like it got caught on the door seal, you know, the rubber door seal, and it ripped the whole door seal out. A brand new Camaro, and it was like an SS too. It wasn't like a cheap one.
Right.
And like he put it back in, but like it wouldn't go back in the right way. Like it was like they used a tool to put the seal in there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Bro,
yeah. And it's like, bro, this is a $40,000 car, and the freaking seal just pops out like that. What the hell?
on the topic of cars and robots, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, Robo taxi rides are now available in San Francisco.
I'm not surprised. They do everything
Mhm.
first, bro.
Genie, you need to go to San Francisco and do a TikTok on that or something, bro. I gotta see this, man.
San Francisco's so like.
So
I know it's pretty bad.
do you guys feel like at a certain point they would add like some kind of facial features to the robot to make it seem less like weird?
It has a screen on it.
I feel like the facial features would be even weirder.
No,
I mean like a digital, like where
it has
a
a
mouth
screen
and
on
like eyes pop up and it like
It has a
smiles
screen
at
on
you
it.
and
Right.
shit. You know,
It has a screen
I
on it.
think it'll get as realistic as like Blade Runner or Ex Machina. There's like
No.
no way.
I think we're
No.
we're like 100+ years out from anything like that. I think like a replicant.
Sure.
Yeah, so
Sure.
the
Yeah.
face, there's a screen on it, so it'll probably have like a
You know,
pixel face.
this is probably weird to say, but I don't know why, but I feel like the sex robot market has already been kind of ahead in that actual like field of it. Like they've been making them look and sound and
Exactly.
feel real. You know.
It's a valid like question to have because it's like, yeah, in 100 years, that's probably when we'll start to see it. But then you start to wonder
Yeah.
like the value of like, you know, romance and like what is that going to look like in 100 years when you have like a robot, like
What
sexism
was-
aside, like what if you have this robot that stays the same
Was
age?
it
And
her?
if you could have her was the thing where it's like
Voice
Siri.
But yeah, but I feel like that's a similar sort of thing where like that's something that people end up like.
Now I watched a
looking for
Vice
that.
documentary that was like 5 years old, where this guy was he was like married to a sex robot, and he was talking about how like he would never go back to dating like a normal person because it's just so much easier, you know, because like the robot talked to him a little bit and stuff. Like
Wait,
it
they
wasn't
have
like
they have
course.
full on robots.
Yeah.
What the heck?
yeah.
Yeah. As
I
soon
was
as that happens,
gonna be like, I was gonna look it up and I was like, no, it's like, I don't want to look that up. Bro.
It was crazy though, because this chick was doing the interview and she's just like, "Do you really think it's like the real thing?" And he's like, "It's pretty damn close." I'm like, "Damn, dude, this guy's like all on board with this." He's like, "I ain't going back to real women. They're too complicated." I'm done
They're only
dating,
getting more complicated by the day. That's what it seems
bro.
like.
I mean, it's actually it's interesting that they're seeing such a huge decline now in like I think the 2020 census information came out and they said there was a huge decline in births, that like people are deciding to have kids later and later in life, you know.
yeah, 'cause nobody can get their shit together. Nobody can
Yeah.
afford to even live for themselves, let alone.
Yeah, that's
Feeding
pretty
another
crazy
mouth.
too. Like I'll be honest, because like, you know, not to get political, I always say that, but it always ends up being, but like the whole minimum wage thing, it's such a weird situation, because when people think of minimum wage, they think of like fast food places. Like, you know, why should a
Mhm.
16-year-old get paid like $20 to flip burgers? Like a robot could do that. But there's a lot of jobs that are based off minimum wage, and it actually is pretty crazy that they haven't like increased that, you know.
Some of those shouldn't be a minimum wage job. I
Yeah,
would
that's an
say.
issue too. It's definitely the employers being cheap about it.
Yeah, like Walmart isn't even a minimum wage job anymore.
But I mean,
yeah, Best Buy
like-
isn't either.
you see you see what's it called?
Because they make millions, billions probably.
Billions.
I think I seen a thing. McDonald's. I think it was for like 2019 made
Hang on, I'm
was like
talking to
15 billion or something. Something
Well,
ridiculous.
I heard McDonald's requires you to have a high school diploma to work there.
Maybe now. They never used to. That was kind of like the whole thing.
Unless that's just for managers or something. But
Probably management, I would understand. Normal worker, no. It'd be interesting if they did. but-
sorry, I got a text message about the new G Fuel flavors, and I was like, oh, talk
Ooh.
about this. About the ones that I got, the Stonks one, like, because
Oh,
G Fuel has been doing kind of like an embargo thing where you can't like post reviews on it until like certain things happen. So
oh, really?
Wait,
Yeah,
what
so, like,
is- what is Stonk supposed to be?
Interesting.
Stonks is blood orange, and it's like I was saying earlier. I don't know if you were listening, but you know, like when you
I
go
don't
to
think
like
he was here yet.
yeah, you know, like when you go to a barber shop or you go to like a doctor's office and they give you like a lollipop.
Oh, the lollipop thing.
It tastes
yeah.
like an orange lollipop. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
That's right.
No, I remember they used to give me lollipops where it was like stop lights or not, or like the intersection lights, or it had like the green, the yellow, and the red. I thought that was cool.
Mm.
I like those kinds of lollipops. Being a
Right.
kid was awesome, bro.
All right, who's got another topic? Kyle or Chris?
I've already talked a lot.
Kyle, what's your topic?
Honestly, didn't really think too much for this week about a topic, but I did just recently watch 2 of the Candyman movies because the new one is coming out Thursday.
Oh wait, that's a
And
whole
I had-
series?
Right.
I guess it's
I
3
thought
movies.
there's
I
3
only thought it was the
movies?
one.
Yeah, I
There's
thought it was just
3
the one,
Candyman
too.
movies. Yeah, so I think it's pretty cool because in the second one it kind of explains more of like where he came from and why he's the Candyman, how he got the name. Like honestly, what happened to him was pretty fucked up. So like the reason why he does what he does is
Yeah, I don't remember.
I wouldn't
the...
say valid, but he's definitely like a revengeful spirit, you know,
Yeah, did you guys
or
hear about?
entity.
Did you hear about? Because Jordan Peele has something to do with that project, right? Like he's part of the Candyman. He's like a
surprised.
producer or something for
The
it. Like
new one?
he really like pushed to get it made. Yeah. They showed the poster and the synopsis for his new movie, Jordan Peele. I can't remember what it's called, but the poster looks cool as hell. It's something about being like stuck in a supermarket or something like that. I can't remember
Dang, they really actually got the OG Candyman
what. Mhm.
is in the new one. Damn.
But yeah, look up Jordan Peele and his
The
new
new
movie that's
like, his
coming
new
out.
movie?
Yeah, he has a new movie coming out, and the poster looks sick, dude.
Oh, it's called Nope. Yeah, that one.
Nope. It's called Nope. I love how his movies are titled, man, because it's like, what is it? Get Out, Us, and then Nope. I dig it. I thought,
Yeah, he's a producer for Candyman.
yeah. So I think he actually like pushed to get that made. What were you gonna say, Chris?
Oh, the Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that too. I'm excited. I like that they didn't show too much. I do think movie trailers are getting way too long though. They're like 3 minutes now. It's like stop
yeah,
showing
that
so
was-
much of
it
the
was-
movie.
They're showing
was
so much.
Yeah.
Like the new
minutes for a
Halloween.
teaser trailer.
I was
Everybody
I
was saying for the new Halloween kills. They're like,
Oh, yeah,
his kill count's gonna rival Jason's, and then somebody
They
said
showed
half
all
the
the
kill in
movie.
the
Yeah,
fucking
they showed-
trailer.
the
Yeah.
firefighter part where the firefighter's like trying to put out the fire and he comes up and just starts killing,
They get
marking everybody.
absolutely wrecked.
I'm excited
Yeah.
for that. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like this one they're not, they don't have to focus so much on the story and just like
Well, they're
keep
also
going.
making Mike pretty much like lose it. He's like at the point now where
Yeah.
he's like, "You just set me on fire and all
Yeah.
this shit. Like I'm fucking coming for everybody." He's like,
Well,
"I'm gonna go on a
yeah,
rampage," which
and-
is the whole premise of Halloween Kills.
Yeah, and in the trailer they said that they added that supernatural aspect where like every time he kills somebody he gets stronger. So I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah,
so
it's gonna be a pretty crazy movie.
I want to go see that
Was-
opening night because the people who go see it on opening night, like that's always fun. Like the reactions.
Yep.
Oh damn! Everybody's like,
yeah, yeah, it's
with
fun.
with
he
Spider-Man
dead.
though,
Like-
the trailer, yeah, it was 3 minutes, but you also have to remember, like, I think Marvel's trailers are just like that because even like if you watch the original Iron Man trailer, literally shows the entire movie, bro.
yeah, but I will say that
That's what
Marvel.
I don't like about trailers.
Marvel's
I really,
been-
really try to avoid them.
Yeah, I feel like Marvel's been doing a better job at like throwing people off lately, though. Like if you go back and watch some of the trailers, they put stuff in there that's not in the movie to like throw people off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Word.
though. It looks really
Dude,
good.
Willem Dafoe back as the Green Goblin with actual good like dialogue. Holy
it
shit, it's gonna be
confirmed?
good. Yes,
Is it?
yes,
He was in the trailer.
dude. Doc
confirmed?
Ock was
No.
back.
It's
Two.
confirmed that Willem Dafoe
100%
is playing Green
confirmed.
Goblin?
100%. I even watched a Hollywood Reporter interview where they're like, "What was it like to be Green Goblin again?" He's like, "Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see it." I was like, "Ooh!"
Oh, he actually. Okay,
Yeah.
so what about Jamie Foxx? Is he confirmed?
He was like one of the first people. I don't know if he got in
was-
trouble for it, but he like tweeted showing like or he said, "I'm not blue this time, and I promise it's gonna be way more badass." Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And like but I was gonna say I loved how they didn't give away too much. Like I feel like even showing Doc Ock like that might have
Wasn't
been a
the
little
full
much.
extent.
No, I was gonna say it might have been a little bit much, but I like how they did it where he's like, "Hello, Peter," or whatever, and you're like, "Oh shit, that's the same actor."
Well, that's the thing. They're saying that they're pretty sure that he's not actually saying that to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They're saying he's saying it to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
I love it,
Which-
dude. The
that would be. I
speculation.
could easily see that
That's what I heard,
happening,
too.
dude.
I have to see this opening night. I don't care if I'm gonna have to find some kind of like freaking night owl babysitter to come watch Little Man. I'm going to see that shit late opening night.
Dude,
As soon as tickets go on sale, I'm gonna get some.
I love.
I want to see Halloween Kills opening night.
I don't know
sure.
if I'll get to see that opening night, but I'll definitely like see it like the day of.
I don't know what day it's supposed to come out. I don't know if they even
October
released it. I know it's
17th
October.
or something.
Oh, Halloween. Yeah.
But I was gonna say I really liked how you hear the I think
October 15th.
you hear Willem Dafoe's laugh, and then the freaking Green Goblin grenade lands and it starts going beep 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 and it cuts. And I was like, oh dude, I love it because it's the same exact grenade.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, dude, I'm mainly just excited to see Doc Ock because I feel like
This is gonna be a trippy movie.
He's been wanting to do that role for a long time. I'm pretty sure.
He was definitely one of the better villains in the original trilogy. I really liked what's his face playing Sandman too. I think he was the best part of Spider-Man 3.
He's supposed to be coming back as well.
Really?
No way.
Something
Dude.
like that. Yeah. Did you guys not see all
Holy
the
shit.
dust in the freaking trailer, dude?
That's
There's
true.
just sand everywhere,
I
bro.
am so pumped for this movie. I think it's gonna be one of the better Marvel movies.
They're saying apparently the entire Sinister Six is supposed to be in it.
Dude!
Lizard's in it as well.
Let's
Lizard's in it.
go, dude.
Lizard?
Damn.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Oh,
That's
man.
gonna be wild.
Yeah.
I'm getting
I hope
chills,
Scorpion's in
dude. That is gonna be an experience.
When's that supposed to come out next year?
December
December
17th.
December
close.
17th?
Yeah. Chris, maybe we'll go see it together. Maybe I'll come early for Christmas or something and we'll go see that. That'd be sick. Then mom
Well, I mean,
mom
last
can
year's
around
watch.
my birthday.
Yeah. Unless we all went. I think even Little Man would watch that. There'd be enough action, I think. Every
We probably
time
all go, yeah.
every time
yeah.
somebody's talking, he'd probably be like throwing popcorn and shit, but
How
know what I mean?
was he during the?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask how do you do with that?
it's so I feel like there wouldn't have been the issue that we had if the damn popcorn refills were still a thing, but like right now because of COVID, they're just not refilling popcorn.
Which
Yeah.
is so weird because
yeah.
nothing touches anything.
I mean, you're handing them a container that's been touched by everybody, and then they're touching all the popcorn technically. So I get it.
Well,
Not to
It's
mention
not
if
very
they mess up
sanitary.
and accidentally touch the thing to the bag.
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah.
But if we hadn't run out of popcorn, I think he wouldn't got as stir crazy for like the last half hour because it was like he didn't have his icy ran out because he got a small icy,
Did
and
you
then
get it
like
mixed?
no, he just wanted a blue one. But
Wow, dude.
hey, blue ices are good.
all
I
ices
want
are
it mixed,
good.
bro. I get it mixed.
And then I ate most of the popcorn, and I had given him popcorn, and he accidentally dumped some on the floor, so he ran out, and then so he just started to get like stir crazy because he didn't have anything to do with his hands,
Right.
you know. But
I gave him a fidget spinner, bro.
yeah, but no, it was fun. He
You said how old is he?
he's 4. He turned 4 in
'cause
May.
I think my buddy, my best friend, his son's name's Julian. I think he was like, he might have been 4, almost turning 5, or he was just 5, and he took him to see Godzilla
Oh yeah, dude.
versus
And
King Kong.
we're definitely gonna take him to the new Jurassic World movie when it comes out.
And I guess he did
Oh.
pretty damn good, and he's like not much
Yeah.
older than Little Man. So
There was actually a lot more talking in this freaking Paw Patrol movie than I thought. Like
yeah.
dude, the mayor was the funniest part, dude, because like he would the mayor of this town in this movie would show up, have some huge thing to unveil, and it would fuck up, and he would just bail. He would just leave, dude.
Like the mayor in
Yeah,
Nightmare Before
he'd be like,
Christmas.
like there was a fireworks display that he had to do, and like the guy was like, I got the whole thing planned out, man, because like he set off one firework and it was like, beep, boom, and he's like, what are you doing, man? It's supposed to be a huge fireworks show, and he's like, I've got a whole thing planned, man, and he goes, step aside, and just starts hitting all the buttons, and then the freaking fireworks stand got so hot that like one of the things caught fire and fell over, and so now there's fireworks going everywhere. It looked like one of those like old like live leak videos where like in a like ghetto neighborhood, like fireworks like flying into people's houses and stuff.
The bootleg
But
fireworks.
He's like well, I guess that's my time to go, and he just leaves, dude. Like everybody's running around screaming, things are catching fire, like City Hall's on fire. He just dips, and he looked like the Monopoly guy if he had blonde hair, and like every time his hat would get messed up, he'd be like, my hat, and then this guy, one of his bodyguards, would be like, here you go, boss, and like switch out his hat.
Jeez.
I think I enjoyed it more than my wife did, dude. I was cracking up. The freaking mayor was hilarious, bro.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like
Here you go, boss.
when they make kids movies, like they know like the parents have to sit through them. They're more and more aware of that now, and
Yeah.
I think they do definitely try a little bit harder.
I'll tell you what, I could not.
Put a
I
couple
could
things in there
not.
for the
I mean,
adults.
I would be. I feel like I have good judgment on like something that I know I'll be able to sit through. And that was kind of like riding the line of like, can I sit through this? Like, if it was the Emoji Movie or Boss Baby, there ain't no way in hell
screw
I could sit
that,
through
yeah.
that.
What even is Boss Baby, dude?
Boss.
I don't understand what the point of it is.
I don't
Did they
know,
give
but
him a
people
second
keep
one?
people keep
Four.
commenting on my TikTok saying, "Are you going to be in the new Boss Baby movie?"
Oh,
Dude,
that.
did you guys? I tweeted about it. This guy commented and was like, "You're 100% never gonna make it as an actor." And I commented and I was like, "I'm a firm believer."
Well, you
And-
replied with the video.
Yeah, I replied with the video and I said because I was like, all right, I got to be like a little positive about this, so else people are gonna like hate on him. But I was like, sorry to like use you as an example, Super Farter or whatever his name was. But I was like, I'm a firm believer that you can do anything you want to do. Obviously, there's limitations, right? Like you can't just like go be an astronaut. But anything you want to do, you'll find a way to do it if it's something you really, truly in your heart want to do. But if you have this
Those kind
mentality,
of people.
yeah. But I said if you have this mentality, you're gonna be cleaning toilets for the rest of your life. Because
Yeah.
every job I've done until now, at some point in time, I had to clean toilets. In the military, I had to clean toilets. At the movies, I had to clean toilets. When I was a lifeguard, I had to clean toilets. Like every job to a certain level, you got to clean toilets at some point. And so it was like, it was just an example. And I guess people reported it for bullying and harassment because I said that part. Hopefully I win the appeal, because if not, that's bullshit. Because I'm the one
That's
getting
something I
bullied and
definitely
harassed
want
by
to
this
talk
dude.
about because I seen you post about that. It's like, okay, so what's the fine line for you saying something back to somebody who's essentially bullying you and harassing, hating you, and you're the creator, this is your platform, like this is your page.
Mhm.
It's like, why, like if I retaliate in any way, I'm the one that gets in trouble.
I
Like
think-
what?
It's,
think
yeah.
that they
The
want
whole
you to do-
reporting thing's all messed up too, because you
It's
can
a
just
double
say
standard,
what,
yeah.
you can report whatever.
Yeah.
I think they want you to report the comment. That way, no one's arguing in the comments.
Well, I
like,
just think
start
that
Like, you
I-
should be able to retaliate.
last time I checked, like this is the United States of America and free speech is a thing. I should be able to say whatever the hell I want
Not on
to
these
an
liberal
extent.
ass
extent.
apps.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, because you got to remember, like, for example, on like Twitter, which is a platform, it'd be like if you went to like a building and they had a sign that said "No firearms allowed," right? Like if they have they have that right to say that you can't do certain things on that platform or in that
Yeah.
place. Okay, and that includes if they say, "Hey, like you can't be like dropping hate speech into people's comments or like." Being rude to people like in a way where it's
That's
like,
never
dude, you're
monitored.
degrading them.
But
you know?
that's different. I'm saying what saying that having a certain mentality is going to result in you like never doing anything useful in your life is so much different than saying like if you're like this guy, you're going to be cleaning toilets like him for the rest of his life, you know? Like that's very targeted at him. This was just a
Trust me,
general thing.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with you. I'm just saying, like, technically, they do have the rights to do that, though. Is it fair? Not really, but
Well, I don't
like-
think they have a right to censor anything. They have a right to censor specific things like hate speech,
well, here's the thing:
racism.
nothing's gonna happen until somebody sues them for violating the First Amendment or whatever. So.
I hope somebody does soon. I hope some big celebrity gets something taken down and they go, "What the hell?"
Speaking
I
of
feel like that
suing,
definitely should be a thing.
Doctor Disrespect.
Oh,
really
yeah.
quick.
He said,
So-
yeah.
He said he's known for months.
He's known for months what the
You
reason
just can't
was.
say anything.
Yeah, but he said that now that he knows more, they're for sure gonna sue the hell out of Twitch, is what he
Oh,
said.
he's suing the hell out of
Well,
him.
Yeah.
That's
what,
what he said,
like, what exactly would the reason be where he can sue?
They violated his
because
contract.
So
one of the
He was in
biggest
the middle of a- he had-
streamers on that platform.
He had just signed a freaking like 2-year deal or something like that, some big deal or something, and then they freaking terminate his contract like 5 or 6 months in.
And then ban him like
Yeah,
without
and ban him.
really
like
much
that
notice.
was
They dropped him in a second.
yeah. I think
And that's his income. That's a big source of his income.
if
But
you
what's
if you
gonna happen?
ask
Do that to
me
people.
if you ask me, I think what happened was somebody at Twitch made the decision on the spot to terminate his contract, and then when they realized, hey, maybe that wasn't the best idea, they decided to ban him to kind of like cover that up, like to double down on it. It was either that or they have to be like, oh, sorry, here's your contract back, or like renegotiate. And I don't think they wanted to do that because if I don't know about you, but if somebody just out of blue terminated my contract, I would ask for more money if I was going to sign again. I'd be like, if you want me to go through the, at risking this again, I want money up front.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing,
Which
though.
Twitch will never give you.
No, that's why they probably banned him.
If he wins, what are they gonna do? Like, are you gonna give him his money, or are they gonna say you're allowed back on the platform?
Legal and what is it called?
Sure.
Defamation, all kinds of stuff. Because it looks bad if somebody gets terminated and banned not very many people have had that happen on Twitch.
Well, yeah, because people were even saying he probably got Me Too'd or whatever, and all this stuff.
It wasn't that. No.
Yeah, but exactly, that's the point. Is it wasn't that? So
if he got Me Too'd, I guarantee he wouldn't say a word about anything. He would just be like, you guys will find out when the time is right.
Yeah,
but.
Exactly. Though, that's my point. You just said defamation, and that's exactly what it is. People were spreading rumors around him saying he did something wrong.
Yeah, but he was saying like when somebody is at the size where you're getting like 50 or 60,000 peak viewers, to just terminate them, like that's going to affect your other platforms. He had to start over on he had to start over on YouTube. He had to go plan everything out, figure out in a month when I go live, how are we going to do this the best way possible? That's time and money, dude.
Yeah, and you got to think all your income just got cut like that, just done. For your biggest source of income, I would say would be that. I'm sure Doc's very intelligent. He's older as well, so I'm sure he's, planned accordingly.
Yeah, he's
does
a
he
smart
still
dude.
have his G Fuel flavor?
No, so G Fuel. I think when they said until they find out. I don't even know if I think they said that. I don't know. I can't speak for G Fuel, but I'm pretty sure right when that happened, they decided to stop putting him on the label until they find out what happens. Or what happened.
Wendy's now, bro.
That's another thing that like ruins sponsorships or stuff like that. That's another thing he could go for. It's like
he's
almost
with,
like defamation in a way, but
he's with Mountain Dew Game Fuel now. So I think even if G Fuel wanted to do that, they would have to like negotiate.
What even?
I tried the Mountain Dew Game Fuel. The cans are cool, the way that they like reseal and stuff. But to me, it just tastes like snow cone syrup. It's not very.
You can.
Game Fuel was
you can reseal the cans.
Yeah, it has a little tab.
Days, dude.
It's pretty badass.
Game Fuel was huge.
I think if G Fuel could do anything, it would be to make their cans like that. Because I never feel like I drink the whole can in one sitting. So it's probably gonna be something I want to throw back in the fridge.
For G Fuel,
I kind of want to look into that though.
Because I mean,
I can never finish a can. It's way too much.
It's a lot of caffeine.
Jittery as shit. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I've been debating because if it's gonna happen, I've got to plan it out correctly, but I want to reset my caffeine tolerance.
Yeah.
And it takes 10 days. I'd have to not drink caffeine for 10 days.
10 days. 10 days isn't that bad though.
It's not that bad.
You get hit with one of those caffeine headaches.
It's not that bad unless you're somebody who reviews G Fuel and there's a new flavor coming out like every week.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe when I go to Disney World. But then I don't know.
Would be decent.
Dude,
when does KSI's flavor come out?
I can't remember.
Cause I ordered that forever ago, and I thought it was something that was coming out.
They do pre-orders like way in advance now. Cause like dude, there's people who keep commenting, review the Venom flavors. It's like, bro, like
we don't even have them yet.
Yeah, it was called a pre-order for a reason.
Dude, the Game Fuel is weak, bro.
Yeah, there's like 80 milligrams of caffeine in it or something.
90 milligrams of caffeine per can.
Come on,
dude.
The
Game Fuel back in the day was really never meant to be an energy drink. It was a Mountain Dew flavor.
Yes, but the way that they're marketing it to the same audience, so that I think they need to step it up.
But they've changed it now, though, too. That's what I'm saying. Like, it used to just be a Mountain Dew flavor.
They have a sugar-free version, and like I can only find it on Amazon. It's like freaking $30 for like a 12-pack. I was like, I don't feel like spending the money on that right now.
See, because this right here is 16 fluid ounces.
I would love to do a video because G Fuel is very cool about like being transparent and like legit comparing it to things. They don't tell me to say anything specific. Like if I don't like a certain flavor, I can say it. So I would love to do a video where I compare G Fuel to the other energy drinks because I know it tastes better than a lot of them. So that's always been my biggest thing.
I was telling you, like that Raise energy that I had,
Yeah,
That one that I said would tasted like the sour
Yeah.
chug rug.
I
I will say that is a solid fucking energy drink. I don't know about all
yeah.
their other flavors, but that one that I had tasted so good.
So I have something
forget
that I
what it's
guess I'll go
called.
ahead and announce. Not really announce, just
You're
put out
pregnant?
there. No, I
Knew
might
it.
I might have changed
it.
my mind about what my flavor would want to like. I would want my flavor to be if I ever got one. I think I would want it to taste like sour gummy worms.
That's what you told me.
Yeah,
Sour
Sour-
That would be
Yeah.
so fire, dude. Oh,
Well, because
the sour flavors just taste so good. Sour chug rug.
would
is
that not
amazing.
just be a sour version of Raging Gummy Fish?
no, because Raging Gummy Fish is a specific flavor. I've had sour gummy worm flavored energy drinks before, like the Ray's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Maybe
get
that's the one
there's
I had.
so many flavors in there, dude. Like combined with the sourness, and it tastes like the damn candy crystal stuff on there, kind of like sour peach drinks. Like
Yeah.
it would be similar to that, but it would be like, I don't know, there would be something about it that would just be different. Like it would be like if you put a whole handful of gummy worms in your mouth, like all the different flavors.
Dude, did you guys ever have worms in dirt?
Oh
As a
yeah,
kid?
hell yeah,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Dude, Jeannie's
No.
like,
I don't
bro,
know.
what are you talking about?
They were
You know
just-
what
The
that
name
is?
of it, I can't do it.
They were just dishing out diabetes, dude. Like it's so much sugar.
Wait, I can't tell. Jeannie, you know what it is, right?
It's like chocolate covered
It's pudding.
worms, right?
It's
You-
chocolate pudding with like whipped cream, Oreos, and gummy worms.
You get crushed up Oreos.
So
and then-
good, bro. But I know you're lactose, right?
No, I just have a fear of things.
It's gummy worms, bro.
Bro, you guys want to know? Chris, I got a bunch of the More Plates, More Dates guys brand of stuff, his workout stuff. There's one fat burner thing that I take. It makes me super nauseous, so I can't take it. But I got this Gorilla Dream stuff. It's supposed to give you better sleep, and it gives you like vivid dreams. The full amount
Dude,
is
my dreams have been nuts lately.
yeah. I was gonna
Sorry.
say the serving size is 8 pills. It's a lot, but it says to like
Holy
assess your
fuck.
tolerance by like, you know. And I did the full 8 pills for the first time last night. I had some wild ass dreams, dude.
Dude, my dreams have been nutty lately. I've like literally one that I had the other day, I still remember. Like I could have make a movie about it. And I don't even know if I want to say it because like I'm in that realm of like videography and shit. And,
Yeah.
like I could probably make it happen. Dude, it's like for me as like a horror fan and like just the thriller mystery crazy twist at the end kind of thing. I'm like, this would be a I don't think it's ever been done. It's
Bro.
been maybe similar, but like, dude, it'd be a banger if I made it happen.
Wait. So
kinda
are those
wanna
pills
hear it.
timed release, or could you like
I don't know. It
crush
says
'em?
30 minutes before bed. I don't know.
Because that's the thing. I can't. For some
You don't
reason
like
I can't
pills?
swallow pills.
Even with water,
And even with water, yeah. Like
I
dude,
can
the
literally
last time-
like dry swallow them.
last time I tried to swallow a
Oh,
pill, I drank
no
so
way.
much water, I just.
I've had to do it.
Oh,
What's it called? Dude, I had a dream last night that I was working at a zoo and all the animals got out. Like this shit was wild, dude. I had all kinds of weird dreams.
Man,
it's nuts.
imagine
Do you ever had dreams where it's like,
What, Genie?
sorry, what'd you say, G?
just imagining him running around the zoo, like chasing down the animals.
I was like trying to stop other animals from eating other animals. Like the lions were like eating the zebras and
Bro.
shit. Okay! Somebody give me a gun! I gotta stop Cecil! Oh, bro, it was so crazy. It was so like, it's crazy how dreams feel so real when you're experiencing
Oh,
them.
dude, for sure. You guys ever like when you're in certain dreams and you can like actually like you feel like you can feel whatever it is you're doing?
Definitely.
Dude, isn't that like crazy?
Yeah.
It's like
weird.
when you
Yeah.
reach something in your dreams or whatever, you just know what that's supposed to feel like, but you can actually like feel it. It's almost like you're controlling yourself.
What's crazy
dream-
is your
Fucking
dreams.
mind-blowing to me.
Your dreams happen in such a short amount of time. It's crazy. Like
Which is
feels,
nuts
yeah,
to
it
think
feels like
about.
you're there for like an hour or two, but it's really only like 2
Yeah, oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Have you guys ever had a dream where you die but then you don't wake up?
What the?
No.
No.
You never had it before, dude?
Anytime before I'm supposed to die, I wake up immediately.
No, dude, I had a this isn't too graphic. I had a dream I got stabbed in the neck.
God damn.
Okay. And I, for some reason, like I didn't wake up for like maybe like 10 seconds, like in the dream world,
Damn.
right? And when I woke
wake
up,
instantly.
if like when I woke up, dude, I couldn't breathe. It was weird. Like my throat was all dry and stuff. It was like, I needed to cough, bro. Dude, it was weird. I woke up and I was like, what just happened? It hasn't happened ever since, bro. It's weird.
I think I had a dream either last night or the night before, but there's this giant, you know, those big ass spiders. I think they're like in
Camel spiders.
I think that's what they are.
Yeah.
I had a dream that there was one around me, and I had grabbed like a boot or something because that was like the only thing that was around, and I threw it at it, but I missed, and it was like dancing all around everywhere. I mean, it was moving like crazy on the floor and whatever. And right before, because like when I missed, I knew I was fucked. Because it was like targeting me, and like right when I knew I missed and it went to come at me, I woke up immediately.
Spider has a personal vendetta.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
If I'm about to die from a killer or anything in my dreams, I'm like, boom, right before you're about to. I'll wait to try to see what's gonna happen. Then if I know I'm dead, I'm like, boom, I'm up.
Dude, if I had a Tesla bot, I would totally use it to kill like cockroaches and stuff like that, dude. I freaking
so
hate
random.
roaches.
It
dude.
just walks up with like a bucket full of dead
makes
roaches
sense to what
and
I
stuff.
said, yeah.
Dude, roaches scare the crap out of me, man.
I keep so
Dude,
it's part
roaches
of.
are bad.
I don't like. It's weird for me to talk about because it's something I was. I'm like talking about with like the VA, you know, for like disability stuff. Because you know you have to talk about your mental health and stuff. But it's been a couple weeks since this happened, but I keep having the same dream, and so in the Coast Guard. In other branches where you fly, they have the helicopter simulator where like they literally flip you upside down in a cockpit in the water. You have to wait for it to settle at the bottom of the pool, and then you have to like egress, right? You have to like do all the steps to get out of there safely. And the whole thing is like you have to hold on to something at all times, or else your body's gonna flip right side up because of the way that the helicopter's upside down, and you know like. Your lungs are in the top part of your body, all that stuff, right? So it's very like procedural the way you do it.
Yeah.
And so one of the things they have you practice is like if your seatbelt gets stuck, you have to use your seatbelt cutter to like cut it to get out. And I keep having the same dream where we're like flying by like the Golden Gate Bridge or like Alcatraz or something like that. And somehow we go in the water and I can't find my seatbelt cutter. And so I'm like drowning.
Oh, that's
it keeps happening.
Ooh.
And I'm like, bro, this shit's driving me. It pisses me off because I'll wake up and my wife will be like, you okay? But yeah, it's the same damn dream. And I'll like go get a glass of water and then like go back to sleep.
You get a glass of water after you just drowned, bro.
Dude,
I always wake up thirsty.
My best friend Eric always had the same dream when we were younger and in high school. And him and his cousin always messed around with like Ouija boards and stuff. So
I think he talked about this.
No, never talked about this. Their apartment was kind of like haunted, sort of like certain things that happened. They would see stuff or whatever. But most nights he would have a dream where behind our other friend's house, which is right across from his apartments, there's like a really heavy like wooded area. And if you walk back probably maybe half a football field, there's like this little pond. But it's all still surrounded by trees and stuff. It's kind of eerie in a way, but like kind of cool at the same time if you're a kid and you're just kind of exploring whatever. But he always had a dream that he would see a little boy by the river, and then behind a tree or by the pond or whatever, it would move around each dream or whatever. There would be like a shadow figure, and it would like it always progress and stuff. But like it was always like he's seen the little boy by the pond and then the black figure. So he always figured, because they always messed around with like paranormal and stuff, they were like, oh, is that somebody that may have like murdered the little boy and like his body's there in the pond or something like that, or just some weird metaphor, something like that, you know? But he had that dream all the time. And I started going to youth group all the time. And one of my other really good friends, his dad was the pastor of the church. And so there was like one day, because I was kind of getting worried for my best friend. I was like, hey, you know, like maybe, you know, obviously I don't like not to get super religious or anything like that, but like say a prayer for him, whatever. And my pastor sat down with him and talked to him about it and like said a prayer and like a blessing kind of thing. He never had that dream ever again.
Weird.
I thought that was pretty wild.
That's the thing though. I feel like, and not to like I don't know, crap on the story, but that's got to be like a placebo thing, right?
I mean, you can definitely like
Not. I don't
think
know.
your way
Maybe.
into things like that. I feel like. I mean, dreams
Yeah.
are so psychological. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's having that dream all the time, But I guess like at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you're having the same dream, but you're probably thinking about it a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that's probably why. But I
And
don't
I feel
think
like
you'd
if
be
you're-
thinking about you flying your airplane thing and getting caught into the water like that. I don't think that's
It
something you're
usually
thinking about
happens when
all
I'm
the time.
super stressed about something.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that could be a trigger too. Stress triggers like crazy dreams or scary
Yeah,
dreams.
because it was
nightmares.
a dream that I've had it since I was in. Like it was just one of those like fever dreams
Mhm.
type of things. But
Dude, have you
I
ever
just thought it
had
was
a dream-
interesting. He had the same dream all the time, and it's just like always
yeah.
different. And they messed with the Ouija boards and stuff all the
And
time.
it's
so.
like always nighttime in my dream too, so it's always pitch ass
Yep.
black.
yep.
So
Yeah, it
like
was a
all,
darker
all
setting,
I
I
see
remember
is
when
like
he
the
was
lit up
telling me.
exit sign, and stuff.
have you guys ever
Mhm.
had a dream where you have like superpowers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've always
Yes.
had dreams where I fly and I can't stop. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I have like the one recurring dream I have involves like a power, I feel like. And it's like when I flap my wings like this, I actually like fly and like float. Like
I've had that
fucking-
before. Yeah.
Like Infamous, that game Infamous?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah. That
Dude,
that game's
it's one-
amazing.
Like the way that he like
Yeah.
kind of jumps and like floats with like the
Wait, is
electricity.
there an
thing.
Infamous too?
Yeah.
There is.
Dude,
yeah.
there's also the new one on PlayStation 4.
Second, it's
it's
like
like-
infamous
yeah.
second.
Bio, something
Yeah,
there.
Do you
something.
guys
I
remember?
don't
Do
know.
you guys remember Prototype?
So good.
Yeah, the first
Yes.
one.
Prototype.
The first one
They
was so
need to
good, dude.
remaster Prototype.
The first one was so
because
good.
you can't play Prototype on PC right now.
Damn. The second one didn't really like. I don't think I played all of it, but the first one
They
was
need
so
to
good.
start a whole new series
I love the
on like,
backstory.
the newer
Yeah.
consoles.
Oh, and then apparently they're remastering GTA, like the old ones.
Yeah, all like three
Heard
of
about
them.
that.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
and then
Instead of making a new game.
San
yeah.
Andreas.
Dude, I don't
Remaster
think-
San Andreas. I'm here
I
for
don't
it.
think Vanguard's gonna be bad.
That's what we said with Cold War. We're like, I think it might actually be all right.
Well, that's the thing. So, Cold War, I feel like one of the biggest things there is people weren't expecting COVID to get in the way of
Yeah.
it that much, and I think with this, like, I'm pretty sure this game is the reason why Cold War got delayed or got put early.
I keep seeing people in the comments say, because I made a video about it and I was like, I don't know, I thought the reveal kind of sucked. Like it just wasn't.
The reveal sucked, yeah.
Yeah, and people are like, what are you talking about? It was so cool. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, and then the thing though is like people keep saying, oh well, Cold War was made in like 5 months and this was made in like 5 years. I'm like, where did you get that number from? 5 years?
Well,
Like I guess technically the Modern Warfare engine has been in development for like 5 years because they're using that engine, but other than that, the actual game itself, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think the campaign will be really good.
See, but only
For
like
Vanguard?
they say like only like 13% of like the player base actually plays the whole campaign though, So it's
yeah,
like
but I feel like a good
nobody's gonna be like,
campaign is
"Oh."
it's usually a basis for usually depends on the game.
I don't know. I thought Infinite
it-
Warfare had one of the better campaigns, but that was one of the worst.
Yeah,
Call
but
of
nobody
Duties.
wanted to play Infinite Warfare, dude. Nobody looked at the game and
Infinite
said, yeah,
Warfare
It's
had
still
a
broke-
campaign.
It still
Yeah.
like broke some record when
Oh,
it came out
there's
every time.
Only Call of Duty that I had never bought. I
there you
was
go.
religiously going to drops. Like my friends and I, like growing up in Michigan, our closest GameStop was a half hour. That was a fucking day. You went to the mall because that's where it was, and then you spent all day, hung out, whatever. And then you had to. There wasn't no like, oh, I go pick it up or whatever. I get to go home right away. No, you had to drive then a half hour home and then load it up into the Xbox or whatever and then play. But man, that was the one time I never went and did that was Infinite Warfare.
Dude, I miss the 360 days, like Modern Warfare, the first
Dude,
Modern
hell
Warfare,
yeah.
World at War, Modern Warfare 2.
Modern
I think
Warfare
that
2.
was the fucking golden
when
age.
did they
bro.
come
OG
out with
Call
the
of Duty
remaster for
Black
Modern
Ops.
Warfare 2 multiplayer?
What's up? That's been a rumor for so long, dude.
It's
Yeah.
been they have the campaign like it's done, but they apparently like didn't want to release the multiplayer yet.
The
I think they'll
campaign's
do it
campaign
with
came out,
this-
but
Yeah,
with Vanguard.
I don't think so. I doubt they want to split
Isn't
the player
Vanguard Modern
base.
Warfare 2 based?
No, Vanguard is built off of the same engine as the 2019 Modern Warfare, but he's talking
Yeah.
about like the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer
No, I'm
from
saying,
like way
doesn't
back
it
then.
take place in Modern Warfare 2?
No, it's
Terror
World
is
War
It's
II.
World War II.
Yeah, it's World War
Or
II.
World War II. Oh.
Yeah.
The only part of that trailer that really
Never mind.
impressed me was the airborne part where he had the parachute and he's like looking around and some guy
Yeah.
comes by, like on fire. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
dude, I think it'll be a lot better than people are saying it's gonna be because everyone wants to trash on Call of Duty right now.
I would
because,
rather
like,
be impressed
War
than let
sucked.
down. So I'm just gonna assume
Yeah.
that it's gonna suck, and if it doesn't, great. But if it sucks, then what were you
Here-
expecting?
here's-
I don't
here's the
feel
thing
like
that-
Cold War was that bad.
It was pretty bad. Multiplayer sucked on it.
Multiplayer broken.
Dude, zombies is probably the only good thing on there. Campaign was decent.
Even zombies got some flack because they only released one map, and then
Well,
like one of the
Here-
maps
here's-
sucked.
Here's the
Should
thing:
be 2 maps that drop every time.
At
zombies
least.
on Vanguard is gonna suck.
Why
Oh, they're
Treyarch's
doing
making it?
zombies?
Doesn't matter.
I think it does.
You know why I'm saying that? They're using the same storyline as Cold War, and the Cold War storyline is doo doo.
I read that it was a prequel to the original storyline.
Yeah, that means they have to follow the same storyline, so they're gonna start shoehorning stuff in from like. The
I don't know
previous
about
Call of
that.
Duty
We'll see.
stuff.
We'll see. From what I read, it was like a new experience, like it's story wise.
No, okay. It literally, like I said, it's or like you said, it's a prequel, and so they're gonna have to like.
There's gonna
They
be
have
little
to-
Easter eggs, I
Dude,
think,
they
that
have-
tie
they-
in.
No, they have to connect it to Black Ops 4 because of that.
We'll see. All I know
It's-
is
I don't
that
think it's gonna be good.
I think Cold War's campaign was okay. I thought the multiplayer was broken AF. It was way better in the beta. And then the zombies, I played the first 2 maps and that was it. So Cold War to me is one of the worst Call of Duties I've ever played.
Dude, you need to play Mauer Toten because it's really good.
That's what I've heard, but I mean, like, I literally downloaded Warzone, did the event, and uninstalled it right after the stream. Like, I just don't have any desire to play anything Call of Duty right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
sure.
Ouch.
Dude,
It's a lot.
but
It's 100
I
gigs,
got,
bro.
Dude, gaming in
I don't
general
play
is
this.
super stale right now, bro.
I don't know. I'm gonna play that 12 minutes game tonight. That looks like it's gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I
got
replayed
Biomutant on
Wolfenstein.
the way.
Apex Arena is my shit right now.
Same.
Dude, we were having a great time yesterday. That was fun.
Make
Yeah.
a good team.
Arenas has been amazing.
Our communication got way better.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it all depends on that map too. That lava map is
Oh,
garbage.
dude, that
Yeah.
map
So
sucks.
That map's
bad.
huge,
Whoever
bro.
thought of that idea? No, it's not. It's the smallest.
Wait,
map.
I
there's
like-
2 lava maps, isn't there?
Not
Yeah, no, there's
for
2 lava
arenas.
maps. There's 2
No, there's
lava
one
maps.
lava map that's
One got
freaking huge.
one got rotated out and it was smaller. The one that we played last night is the bigger one. And it's one-sided as hell because there's the one side that the circle you always have to freaking catch up with the circle on one side. The other side you can just
The
sit
lava
there.
one, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love the one that's like it's like some resort looking area with all the neon stuff and then there's like fake grass and plants and stuff. I can't remember what it's called. There's always there's the 2 buildings.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
love that's my
Yeah.
favorite map. I love that one.
Yep.
Oh, looks a little like
It's like
Hunger
The one where
enclosed.
I
Yeah.
always run off to that one side.
Yeah. That's my
With
favorite
a-
map.
Which one has the portals?
The one that we were talking about, the one that we played last night, Kyle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
That
I
map's
don't know
alright.
the names, but that's one of the better maps too.
Mm-hmm.
How many
I
maps
just
do they have
love
in the
when,
rotation?
when
3?
everybody goes portal side and when you fight in that
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
section.
'Cause we were
I
playing
just,
this-
it's so competitive.
We were playing this team last night. They kept throwing nades like right when they came out the portal.
Dude,
so I
everybody
started
uses
doing
nades
that.
all
I
of a
started
sudden.
throwing thermites and lighting them up.
Yeah.
I feel like
was over it.
nobody used to use nades. Now
I
everybody
covered the
uses
bridge so they couldn't run over.
Well, because nades can definitely you can trap people with them. If you throw a thermite grenade in a
Oh,
corner,
yeah.
they're stuck.
I'm just mad
Yep.
because they got rid of the Spitfire. You have to get out of the crates or whatever.
I
It
mean,
slaps in the crate though.
yeah, I've
Thing
been
is
using. There's a lot of good
I do
guns, to
love
be
the
honest.
Spitfire,
There's a
though.
lot of good guns. Most of them are good if you know how to use them correctly. There's a couple guns that just suck. Like what was it? The one that I tried last night, like the
Havoc, dude.
the Havoc is trash,
That
dude.
gun's
Like
horrible.
it's literally like like the freaking recoil is ridiculous. You can't hit nothing. It rage
Yeah.
with it.
Wait,
No.
which one is that?
It's a plasma
Havoc.
gun. I can't remember.
energy.
It's an
There's
energy
an
gun. Yeah.
LMG. There's an LMG that does the same thing where it just like ramps up out of nowhere.
The rampage. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's the what's that one called? The devotion.
I think so.
Devotion's energy as well.
Devotion.
Yeah, I think all the energy
it?
guns have
Devotion will ramp up
stupid
as well.
recoil. Yeah.
Yep.
The,
Well, it's kind of how they work. You know, they kind of
yeah.
the whole premise of energy weapons is building up almost like an engine, And then
The Rampage is really good if you put the thermite grenades in it. It's nasty.
Well, you could put
Yeah,
grenades
there's guns. Is there only
Oh,
two?
yeah.
Is there only the two guns
the
you can charge
Sentinel
up?
does it, and the Rampage is thermite. Sentinel is shield
Yeah.
batteries
Cell, yeah.
Mini shields,
or
yeah.
shield cells.
And so it shoots
and
like freaking
then-
lightning bolts.
I think that's it. Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. I think that is really cool that they got weapons that do that. I want more of that. Make
Mhm.
every weapon have some kind of thing, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Because the
Would be
more
pretty cool,
the
but-
more ways there are to spend your points, the more you can outsmart the other team. Because like the one team, they spent all their money on grenades that first round,
Yeah.
so they got pistols.
Mm-hmm.
dude. Okay, off topic, but so this Sprite Zero Sugar.
Oh Jesus.
You're like going through all the zero sugar sodas. Huh?
So I already made a video on it. I took like a week and a half off of like drinking like Sprite, and I tried it again, and bro, it's not good. It's like
Really?
it's too sweet.
Well, Coke Zero just changed their formula again.
I want to try that. Someone said it tastes exactly like Coke.
It's pretty damn similar. It definitely it almost fools you into thinking it's real soda. Like it has like almost a syrupy
Well, I mean,
taste.
it is real soda, but
No, I mean like sugar soda. Sorry.
dude, the Pepsi throwback. I need to try that again.
All it is just cane sugar instead of like high fructose corn syrup. It definitely tastes
Cane
better.
sugar's got
But
really good.
yeah,
Makes soda really good.
but at the end of the day, it's just
Yeah.
sugary soda.
You
So
know
I
what
won't
was
touch
really
it.
depressing, dude? So we went to Food City because they have the Mexican Coke, right?
Yeah.
This is a while back, dude. I think I'd gotten like 3 different bottles, and they were all flat.
Oh,
Jeez.
damn, dude, flat soda's the worst.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. But
'Cause
I
I-
was because I love Coke in a bottle, bro. But
That's the thing with like the G Fuel cans is they're like lightly carbonated, like the Red Bulls.
yeah, so
So
when
you
it
leave them out.
opens-
Yeah, you leave them
Yeah.
out for like an hour and they're flat, but they're so good, dude. Like I love how they have like that bite to them because they have the carbonation. It just adds to like the punch of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my taste buds reset though because I had sour blue chugger recently, and
Yeah.
it's
So good.
really sour, dude.
It's good, dude.
It
I
is.
good.
I had it for the first time. It's pretty damn sour.
I mixed,
but it's so good.
I mixed sour blue chug rug with Flavor Bomb yesterday. Holy crap, dude.
Ooh.
It's so good.
I'm
So
gonna have to Try
good.
that.
I gotta review
Oh.
the sour blue chug rug can.
Yeah, you haven't
I
done
haven't
it.
done that one
dude,
yet.
One of my friends was like, "Dude, your brother got featured on G Fuel's Instagram or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah." That was
Dude,
I
that
mean,
thing got like 400,000 views or something like that. I
Yeah.
gained like 2,000 followers. I hit 10K, so now you can swipe up on my story and go to a link. It's pretty badass.
Oh, that's clutch. That's gonna
on
be huge when
Instagram?
you drop your merch, dude. Which, speaking of, when is that gonna happen?
I just got the final merch to show off, so I gotta. That's a good reminder. I gotta message him and be like, "Hey, am I good to like reveal this stuff now?"
So,
'Cause
do you have a company that's just focusing on doing it for you?
I have it's the same company who does Megan Anderson's, the UFC fighter.
Is it Banjoy?
No, it's Let Your Nerd Out.
Okay. So they're
Uh,
going to make it all for you, distribute it.
Yeah, they do everything.
Do they make all the designs for you?
Yeah, they have I talked to a designer, and I own
Okay.
the designs too. So
That's huge.
yeah, pretty
That's
clutch.
Really huge.
And like the
Yeah.
contract is it's not really, well, it's a contract. Like I'm with them. Like all I have to do is just
Mhm.
tell them, hey, like I want to go work with somebody else, and they'll break it. But it's literally
Now,
just
are they
for,
setting up a website for you, or are you doing
No,
that separate
it's
and then
it's
just running
on
it
their
through there?
on their website. They have like featured creators.
Okay, so they do like what Fanjoy does.
Mhm.
Yep. Gotcha. Yeah, Fanjoy's a big YouTuber one. You go there, like I know Keen and JC use them. I think Sam and Colby do too. But you go there and it's like you click on. But that's how like Absolute merch is for like Ice Nine Kills. But if you go there to their site, they're like, these are all the bands that we work with or artists that we
Yeah.
work with. And you click on there and it'll bring up their whole catalog
Yeah.
of merch.
Yeah,
So it's pretty cool.
it's crazy like the stuff you can get. Like I could get Danny DeVito underwear if I wanted stuff like
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh, it's huge now. Like with once Printify hit and like all these other companies started like pretty much making it to where you could put your designs, logos, whatever on anything. that's when everybody started stepping up, and they're like, okay, we want these guys to be able to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Essentially.
and it's cool how
And we'll
they
put it on anything.
they have like where you can print the stuff or you get it like embroidered, and obviously the embroidered is like the
Yep.
nicer quality, so it's
Of
interesting. But the only downside to
yeah.
embroidering is like you can't use as many colors. But
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
Oh,
limited.
Dude,
That's
did you
how I
guys
am with
see
doing like my rugs. I don't have access to every color for yarn, so it's like I have to get what's close. You know, I'd love to be able to do different shades of red, but there's like 3.
yeah,
You know.
Did you guys see I found my stun gun?
yeah, I saw the video.
No,
It's funny.
I
Like
didn't see
Bro,
it.
hold up.
that was
I
literally
don't
his
even know where I
TikTok.
put it. But
What
yeah,
did
so
you
I-
say? Yeah. And you're like, and
Oh,
that was the
yeah, so
TikTok.
dude, I don't even know where I put it, which is not good. But so yeah, I 3D printed like a housing for like a stun gun, like during COVID, like when it first started, right?
Mhm.
And it lasted like an entire year in my glove compartment of my car. So I like don't know how like it still works, runs off a 9-volt battery, and someone was like, "Bro, how'd you make that?" And so I didn't put like a full tutorial, but I started explaining like, "Oh, I did this and that." And for some reason, bro, like people really liked that video.
Well, dude, I was gonna say,
People love the 3D printing shit.
hang on.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was I was looking at. Have you guys seen I guess one of the last things we can talk about before we go. Have you guys seen the updates about Afghanistan?
Nothing, no updates other than I had,
saw that
the
they're
last
pulling
thing
out
I had
some-
seen is that we took back the airport, and then I think they got everybody out of there. But then also like they left like
So
all of our weapons behind, armor, Black
Yeah,
Hawk
so there-
choppers.
there
which
was-
fucking what?
yeah, there's bases that we left behind that they just took all
Yeah.
the stuff. But with the latest update is that they've been sending like special teams and choppers to go like pull people from inside the city out, like Americans and stuff, because they're afraid to go
Really?
outside because that's where the Taliban is. So they're just like
Mhm.
hiding. So they're
And now
getting
they're
these
all dressed
people.
like us too.
But Biden said that with the way they're doing it, it's going to take longer than that August 31st deadline. And the Taliban just said, if you go past that deadline, we're going to have a problem.
Well, dude, I heard
What,
2 things.
what are they gonna do?
Start
Well,
They have
killing
our
people.
stuff now, dude.
They're going to
They
start
have our
killing.
stuff now too.
Right now, if you see an American vehicle, right, like escorting people, they're like not touching them. But they said after August 31st, they're going to start cracking down.
Yeah, and they, and
they're
they
having
have our
some
weapons
sense of
now. Dude.
morale,
They're going to start
some
shooting
sense of
people.
morals.
But and
But
then
I was gonna
Fucking
say,
bums.
so there's 2 things that happened from what I remember that are like a big deal. One, apparently ISIS is back now too.
oh, they've been back.
Oh,
So that's a thing.
You got
other
Al
thing
Qaeda,
is-
ISIS, and the Taliban all working together.
Well, actually, I heard that ISIS and the Taliban might like fight or something like that or whatever. But so the other thing is,
mhm.
they're considering bombing our old bases. Like the U.S. is considering bombing our old bases so that people or like
So
the
they can't-
Taliban can't get our stuff,
That's
which is a waste of money.
Pretty
bro.
sure they've
I-
already gotten a
yeah.
majority of it.
I was gonna
Doesn't
say.
take too long.
I think that time came and went. I think they took everything.
Yeah.
I just
Dude,
think
they
it's
have-
Honestly, is
they
why was
M4s
that
and
left
stuff.
behind in the first place?
because
they-
they were literally like, "Hey, like we're out of here."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Wait, you mean like we'll pack everything up?" No, just like everybody's getting on getting on helicopters, flying to the airport, and you're getting on a plane and leaving.
But why all of a sudden? What changed to where all of a sudden they got to rush out of there?
dude, low key, I think they.
No,
I
Why is
like,
that not talked about?
I have no
so
idea.
okay, the biggest thing with why this is happening in the first place is because clearly, like, not to get political, but the Democrats or maybe just Biden specifically wants to be able to say like, oh hey, we ended the war in Afghanistan.
Yeah, he wants it. He wants it completely done with. No more Americans. No more troops
Right.
there by September 11th, so that it's exactly 20 years since
Yeah,
this all
and-
started.
because they want
Yeah.
the credit for it, right?
Mhm.
The thing is though, I think and
The
I don't wanna
appliance guys are here, and they clearly didn't get the memo to just come in. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quickly say this. I don't know how to say this without sounding like either like a conspiracy theorist or just sounding rude, but I think like they might either Biden or whoever's taking care of him, because obviously he's not fully there. they might know like, hey, bro, like you're running out of time, so you got to do this soon, because I think they might be worried that he's not going to be able to like make decisions like that pretty soon. So they were like, yeah, just do it now. That way you can still get credit for it.
Who knows?
I don't know
man.
if that's that. I mean, because to me, that's the only thing that makes sense. Because this was a stupid decision.
All I know is that they're telling everybody around that airport that if you don't have clearance to fly out of that airport with the Americans, get the hell away from there, because as soon as the last plane leaves, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Because there's just like, I mean, the Taliban's gonna look at those people that are like huddling around the freaking airport, like trying to leave, as people who are against them, and so it's gonna be a shit show.
Well, the other thing is, bro, like, I don't even know how to. This is a very touchy subject, I think, but Biden's way of like handling this, like the way he's talking about it, it almost seems like he doesn't even care, bro, because he's like, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Dude, so I think like 2 days
I just don't think he wants people that are there right now stuck to panic. He wants it to seem like they've got the situation under control, but I tell you right now, they don't.
But they did an interview like with him, and they were, I think,
anytime they do an interview, they're like, what are the questions, so that they can prepare answers, and they tell them what to say.
The guy, it wasn't like I forgot who it is, but he asked like, do you think you handled this well? And he's like, yeah, no, like I think I did pretty good. And he goes, okay, well, because there's people who are dying, and he was like, oh, that was like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, no,
like,
like not last night,
like
but the night before.
That doesn't matter.
They said there was a huge firefight that involved U.S. troops, and that somebody died.
Well, no, it's because he was talking about when people were falling off of planes.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that shit was crazy, man. When they showed everybody hanging onto the landing gear, and the one guy held on until it went up.
Yeah, but he acted like it wasn't a big deal. Like, yeah, people freaking died, dude. Like,
okay, I mean, the sad thing is that obviously all they care about is the Americans and anybody who has clearance to fly here.
Top priority. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he doesn't talk about anybody else. They're just like, hey, if you're not with us, you need to get the hell out of there, because they're gonna kill everybody when we leave. That's literally all they've said.
The planes that I seen, the pictures I seen had Afghanistan, like natives or where you would say citizens, on the planes.
Well,
like,
they have to have
out.
visas, and you got to understand that on that base they had a bunch of
people that had visas.
They had a bunch of people working at that airport that that got granted visas and stuff. And then there's a bunch of people who didn't,
so
and they're left behind. Like,
I heard that,
I literally watched an interview where this guy said, I can't leave. I don't want to leave the airport, because outside the airport, right now is chaos. But I know as soon as that last plane leaves and they take over this airport, I'm probably going to die. That's what he said. And I was just like,
that's crazy.
This dude's just like counting down the days until he's probably going to get killed.
I heard that Hawaiian Airlines or something like that are starting to actually help like get people out of there. Like they have.
I'm sure somebody's helping. Yeah.
Oh, they have everybody like helping out with.
They were just making a big deal about some high capacity plane only leaving with like 7 passengers.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know what the hell the actual situation is over there. All I know is that it's chaos. I mean, have you seen the videos of people like trying to hand their kids over and stuff to the troops? Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is that like the people, imagine your country being so shit and terrifying that you have to cling on to a massive airplane, and hope that you can cling on that whole time. You would rather risk trying and just attempting that instead of just dealing with whatever's there. Like you would rather risk that because you knew you're going to die essentially either way. Is what you felt, I would imagine.
There was an interview I watched with this woman, and it legit made me tear up. She was talking about how for like the last 5 or 6 years, she had been going to school to be a doctor, and she's a doctor now, and she literally can't drive because they're not letting women drive anymore. And that when this is all over, she's probably going to go back to being like a housemaid. And that at one point they tried to like have her marry some Taliban leader and stuff like this. And they were just like, the lady was like, do you think you're going to be able to like get on a plane and leave here? And it pissed me off because the way she did it, she was almost like smiling, like this chick has no idea that like she can't leave, like she's got hope and she shouldn't. And I was like, dude. And she's like, I don't know, like, and she's like, so you're scared for your life? And she's like, yeah, like I'm scared. And she started crying. She's like, I just want to be somewhere safe, you know? And I was just like,
Yeah.
Jesus, bro.
Have some sense of normalcy, not have to worry about your life being in danger every day.
Damn.
And
Well,
your rights, not to mention your rights, you know.
I heard also they supposedly try to. You guys have that picture from I think it's Iwo Jima where it's the guys like
Holding up
pulling
the flag.
up the flag. Yeah, yeah. So
And they're mimicking us with our armor.
apparently they were
Mhm.
mimicking us or mocking us
Oh,
is
yeah.
a better word for it.
Yeah,
Uh, And they were wearing like our gear and putting up their flag.
Well, I'm glad I haven't seen that because that
Yep.
means they're not freaking showing it. Unless
Oh,
they're.
I
they're
think
showing it.
yeah,
What?
It was all over
If
TikTok
you go and
for
look
me.
for it, you could find it.
Oh, of
but-
course it's on TikTok because everybody on TikTok is stupid and they don't realize that like you probably shouldn't like spread something
Yeah.
that's like anti-American like that.
Yeah, they have all
Well,
kinds
no,
of
it's
our
not that they
gear,
were
bro.
spraying that was anti-American. They were explaining like, hey, it's pretty fucked that they
Yeah,
have
I guess
access
that's
to all
true.
of our gear. And
I probably
they're
shouldn't have said it
mocking
like
us,
that,
We're
yeah.
a laughing stock to the
Oh,
rest of the
dude,
world.
that's my biggest pet peeve with this whole
Fucking
thing is that like it seems like the administration didn't think about like if because they were warned like, hey, you realize this could go to shit really fast, and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
like, oh, you know, like it'll be fine, and like when everything did, it's like they didn't care that this makes us as a country look so foolish. I mean, it literally looks like Vietnam again. Like we just haven't learned our lesson. That we're gonna keep getting involved with countries that we have no business like interfering with and trying to take over their government and shape it into, you know, democracy and stuff.
Bro,
Like-
they have a much more advanced like weaponry than they ever
Yeah.
would have had though. Just
Yeah.
because
That's what I'm saying. They were
this
using
nonsense.
like AKs from like how
the
long
Cold
ago?
War, bro.
Like-
Right, and now they're using our military grade,
Yeah,
like
M4s.
today's
they have
weapon.
Apache attack helicopters and stuff.
They have
Not
Black,
that they know how to
Hawk
maintain
choppers
that.
were
They got-
left behind.
They got
Black Hawk
Humvees, all kinds of
Our
shit now,
Humvees,
dude.
Yep. It's shit they would have never had. It's like when you think about it, it's like almost a conspiracy thing, but it's like,
Dude,
man,
part
part
of
of that's not like.
part of me wishes they like they
Why-
did this
why
on
would you do
purpose and they
that?
have like self-destruct buttons on everything and they're
Yeah.
just gonna
That
like
would be
set everything
fire.
off.
That'd be so cool. I'd be here for that.
We don't.
Yeah,
have, I don't think.
yeah,
I don't think we have the. That would be something like Eisenhower would do. I don't think we have the balls to do that these days. Dude, Eisenhower was a badass, dude.
I'm saying I wish that's what happened, but
Lost
my mind.
obviously not, bro.
Yeah, like, cause like, oh, I will admit though, cause I mean, Eisenhower was president during the whole Korean War, right? I'm pretty sure, or like most of it. I think the whole thing with that was that I
think
mean it was
so.
a smaller country and like we had a clear like I feel like we had a more clear mission. Whereas with Vietnam, it was just like we were fighting somewhere awful, man. Like the jungle is not a fun place to go like camp out in. You know what I mean? Like
Well, no, I feel like a lot of the troops in that on both sides died just from being in the jungle, let alone fighting each other.
yes.
I think
You know,
less so
snakes,
on one
gators,
side though,
What?
because I think the
diseases.
Viet Cong probably they knew like yeah this is not a easy place to traverse, so they were a little bit more prepared,
Dude, I mean they
Sometimes they would get caught up though too.
I've
but not nearly as often, bro.
Chris, watch Platoon. You gotta watch that movie.
You said you put it on.
Yeah,
Vudu,
it's on
right?
there. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, The
I
Nice Guys
watched-
is on there too.
I watched American Psycho. I don't know if I told you that already.
Yeah.
Dude,
What'd
yeah.
you
What'd you think?
What the heck?
It's a
bro?
badass
that movie's
movie, right?
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts, isn't it?
Dude,
I like
the
when
thing
he's-
is like the
I like when he's
There's
sitting there.
certain
I
scenes-
chopped her face off, and he's just like,
The-
he's like
Yeah,
just talking
dude,
about it like it's nothing, dude.
obviously like it's supposed to be like super campy, like on purpose, right?
Oh,
like,
but
yeah.
it's without
It's-
Christian
it-
Bale, they wouldn't have pulled it off.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know. 'cause
Christian
to-
Bale nailed that role.
God
dude.
damn,
thing
he's
is,
a good actor.
imagine
Question.
going to see that movie in theaters without having any context and being like, "What the heck?" Like,
I
dude,
just
Oh,
love how
yeah.
it starts out. I love how it starts out, and he's like, every morning I wake up and I apply a face mask.
yeah, yeah, dude.
His morning routine.
Ah, dude, yeah.
The way that he
and then-
talks is just like this guy's a psychopath.
well, dude,
Oh, for
I
sure.
thought
Yeah,
it was funny though,
that's the
'cause,
whole
like,
point. But
like a couple days later, like I went into FPS Rush's Twitch chat,
yeah,
and something about like Kyle probably got reservations at the Dorsia, and I was like, I get that reference. I was like, I get it now. That's good.
dude, that whole scene with Jared Leto though, like that's
Oh, dude.
stands out to me so much with that movie. Like the way that it's all
iconic.
done. Yeah, where he's like talking
Yeah.
about the music and Yeah, a lot of it's pretty messed up though. I mean, like the whole, it's a very dark movie, but yeah, that's a good one. But Nice Guys, I added the Nice Guys on there. You should watch that. That's Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
You seen that?
I was gonna say something about the ending though, the ending of American Psycho.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like if you haven't seen the movie, just I'm sorry, I guess, because it's pretty old. I should have seen it way earlier, but whatever. So for a second, like I didn't really know what was happening. Then I was like, oh, I get it. So his lawyer was like acting like it never happened, and Christian Bale's character, like he's like, no, I literally like I murdered people, I killed people, and he's like I have no idea what you're talking about, or whatever, and like
Yeah,
then
that's
he
why
finally,
the ending's such a
realizes he's like,
questionable
oh,
thing.
he's like totally like he's doing this on purpose because he doesn't want. He's basically saying like, yeah, I'm gonna defend you. Like this never happened. Like don't talk about it.
Well,
which I was like, oh,
I feel like the ending could have been interpreted so many different ways.
I think the way that they did it was like you could think so many different ways. You could think like it's all in his head.
Yep.
You could think that like like what actually happened, what didn't. Like is he really where he is? Stuff like that.
Yeah, the way that I interpreted it was that like the lawyer was like playing along. He's like, yeah, no, like that never happened. You never killed anybody, because obviously like what you would want to make sure your lawyer does is basically say like, yeah, no, my client never committed this crime. That's the point of being a lawyer, is to defend someone from that. So I think that's how it's supposed to be interpreted.
Especially like going to acting classes and talking about playing a character and the way you do it, and like how you get into character, discovering things based off of the dialogue with the other person and how they change things and stuff. Because like there's scripts that are written like Tarantino, where it's like you are gonna do and say exactly what the fucking script says. Like you don't go off script.
Yeah.
But then there's movies where it's like, this is kind of what I want, but I'm not very good at writing dialogue, so like make something out of this, kind of like Whiplash, stuff like that. But like
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street is like 50-50, I think. I think they improvise like half of it.
There's some scenes where I know like the improv is like really good. Like
all
we're talking about
like all of Jonah Hill's stuff is freaking improv in that movie, I'm pretty sure.
That makes sense.
He wasn't even supposed to be in it.
Dude,
he
really?
I don't think he got paid anything to be in it, actually. He like volunteered. He's like, I want to be in this movie. Like, and he like had a plan, and like Scorsese was like, okay.
Yeah, because
Wolf of Wall Street.
Because the scene where like they're talking about like the bill, and he's like, you ordered this much money worth of sides, and he's like, what are the sides cure cancer? He's like, yeah, actually they do cure cancer.
yeah. Jonah Hill's just a smart ass in that movie. Yeah, dude, I love like John Bernthal in that movie. Where he's like, Ma, what's for dinner? He's like out there like working out in the backyard.
Dude, that whole movie is so good, bro.
I gotta watch that one again. It's been a long time.
It's so good.
That movie's crazy, dude.
Dude, the guy, Jordan Belfort, the actual guy, has a TikTok, and like, like somebody will do some crazy shit, and he'll just be like, it'd be like, that was so fucked up. I gotta take a shot. And he just takes a shot and walks away. Or like people ask him like, did you actually do this? And he'll like tell the full story, and it's like always crazier than the movie.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like somebody was talking about the yacht and like how much it cost. He's like, it didn't cost that much. He was like, it was pretty expensive. And then like somebody's like, and then he had this and that. And he's like, yeah, I got that because that's like at the time that was like one of the fastest helicopters or something like that,
Well, so I don't understand. Did he get to keep any of his money after all of it? Or...
No.
So he was just broke afterwards? Did he keep his assets?
Well, that's what the whole movie's about, is that like he, even after everything happened, he became like a spokesperson. Like he still made something out of the whole thing, and makes money doing that.
Did he get to keep his house though?
No. I don't think he got to keep anything.
Dang, dude.
He was on house arrest for a long time.
With what house?
The house that he was at until the thing settled and like everything got taken away. He was like stuck at the house. But he couldn't do anything because like all he ever did was party. Couldn't do any of that.
Jesus, what a lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where I think I saw an interview with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was talking about how like the actual story was crazier, and he's like, I'm surprised the guy's alive, because of all the crazy shit he did.
Did you know that Joe Rogan thinks that cocaine should be legal?
Well, Joe Rogan thinks you should have a choice to like ruin your life if you want to. Like it should be up to you if you want to do something stupid.
Yeah,
because
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
almost like
that.
almost telling people that you can't do something stupid makes them want to do
Makes
it
them
more.
wanna do it more. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
Yep.
reverse psychology thing. So I mean, I
Yep.
get where he's coming from, but at the same time, do I think people should be able to just go buy heroin at a store? No, that'd be terrible.
Fuck no. Not heroin.
No. Well,
Yeah,
that's the
well-
thing though. Is like with that conversation, it's all or nothing. You know, that's always the
that's
argument.
thing. So with heroin, they, God, this is gonna be a weird conversation. So is it actually like what people get hooked on, and then they like that's what drives
Heroin's
them in it,
almost
or is it that
immediately.
they take like morphine or something like that for a surgery, and then they love that, and then they end up like
Well, it's different
defaulting to
situations.
heroin.
It's different
Different
situations.
situations,
Yeah,
yeah.
because like I think
Heroin's usually
Adderall.
first use. you'll
Adderall
get
is-
hooked immediately.
Yeah, Adderall is like literally meth, right? Like,
Yeah, it's an
doesn't-
amphetamine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cocaine essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well,
like,
no, it's not cocaine.
I
Essentially,
watched-
it's an amphetamine.
I watched a video.
No,
I think
it's definitely like coke.
Joe Rogan was talking to this comedian, and this
It won't
comedian
hurt you
was
out.
this comedian was talking about how he tried like every drug, and he was saying that he tried. This is for educational purposes too. The way we're talking about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he
of
was
course.
saying that he tried meth, and that there was no other drug that he tried where like as soon as he came down from it, he felt like he immediately had to go get more. Like he was like no other drug had felt that way. He's like it was messed up. Like
Dude.
right away he
that
was like,
reminds
oh, gotta get a hit another hit.
Did-
You know, keep it going.
You know the
Mhm.
streamer Destiny?
Yeah.
Did you hear he accidentally took meth? Yeah,
How?
he was gonna do some like I don't know if it was like a trivia show or a debate or what. And he was gonna take some ecstasy, and I guess it was laced with meth. And so he had to cancel.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true. I think it's, but I don't know if it ever got confirmed. But that was a story that was going on for a bit. It was pretty recent. But they were saying that like apparently he was worried because he liked it too much or something like that. Which I was like, oh, that's rough, dude. Like
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know,
probably
like-
the worst part about that.
So I mean, I've talked about it a little bit, but like you know that our real father was like a real big addict. Like he was addicted to
Yeah.
gambling, drinking,
Yeah.
smoking, meth, all that stuff. And so
Yeah.
like I get how like mom sometimes worries that like we have like an addictive personality, and I think I do to an extent, like with anything, like with work. Like I will literally like sometimes I'm like, God, I need to spend some time with the family. Like I feel like I'm neglecting them because I'm working so much sometimes.
Well, I think that's more of like an OCD thing. That's like
but I'm not
I
OCD
know
about stuff. Like I
that's
don't.
not what OCD.
Obsessive
limited
compulsive
to, though.
disorder, right? Is what
Yeah,
it stands for.
Yeah, and so like okay, like
But I'm not obsessed with it. I just I have a want
Here-
to keep working.
you
like,
would
I wanna
have
do
you would have to
more.
get like a diagnosis for it.
Yeah.
But one of the things that like I put it in perspective for me was someone was doing like an analysis of like Iron Man as a character,
hmm
and they were saying like there's a scene I think in like either Iron Man 1 or 2 where like Jarvis says that Tony Stark had been up for like 36 hours straight or something like that.
Mm.
And it's like the reason why he was doing that is because he was working on something that he was like really
Oh
obsessed with.
yeah.
And I noticed like that's exactly what I feel like sometimes, where I just want to keep working on something. I would totally stay up longer than I do if
Yeah.
I didn't have stuff to do like that required me to be like on a schedule. You know?
Dude, I didn't. So
I stay
I
up so late.
I eat later in the day, right? Just because like I wake up, I'm not hungry.
Same.
You know, like I
Same.
the first thing I want is some caffeine just to kind of like wake my ass
Yep.
up.
I'm
but-
the same way.
But
Coffee immediately.
it'll literally be like after the gym, I still have like 1,500 calories I need to eat or something,
Mhm.
for that day. And like I went and got Chipotle, but when I was at the gym, I had this idea because somebody said, "What is Chipotle?" Like they had never heard or seen it before. So I made
Mhm.
that TikTok where it was like all dramatic. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw it.
I think so.
So-
Yes.
When I came
love
up with that idea, I was like, I gotta make this right now because like I think it's the perfect idea. Like if I sleep on it, it's not gonna be the same. And so like
Right.
I come home and like I'm filming this stuff, and at the same time I'm like I can't eat the food too much yet because like I might have to reshoot something, this and that. So I'm like literally like neglecting the fact that I'm hungry. Like it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm recording this. Like like all this stuff, and like I'm just like I could see how like if I really get focused on something and it excites me because I want to do it, like yeah, I could totally just like nothing else is important right now. Like, and I think that could be good or bad, obviously,
Sure.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that counts as like obsessive compulsive disorder, but I mean, at the same time, I'm at this point right now, and like I like talking about it because I think it can translate to a lot of things. Like maybe, you know, somebody wants to be a football player, but football season, you know, like they don't start high school and football season for another year or something, but they just want to do it so bad, you know? And for me, it's the acting. Like, I'm really excited because this week we finally do this improv comedy show. And so, like, I get to do some acting, you know? But, like, I've been wanting to do it so bad that I was like, I need to do something that's, like, just off the wall. And so that was the idea I came up with. And I was like, that's all I cared about until it was done, you know? So.
Yeah, hell yeah.
See, I don't know. I don't know if it's a combination of like
I like
ADHD and OCD, or if it's just ADHD or OCD alone. But I get what you're saying. Where like sometimes you get something in your head and you're like, I have to do it.
Yeah. And there's certain things where I'm like, God, dude, I need to do that, but
you don't want to. Yeah. Well, dude, like literally. So I don't know if I explained it to anybody besides like I think maybe like my stream, but so when we got that case of the G Fuel cans that had the MFAM punch in it, so I drank the entire can in like a night, and then I designed an entire laser gun that spins. Like that's the kind of thing where like literally like I hadn't really had the motivation to do it, and then I had that can of G Fuel, and then I just finished it in like a night.
Yeah, and
like,
I mean that's
that kind of thing.
That's what people say about like Adderall or like
exactly,
you know all that stuff is that you get like laser focused onto something. Like people will clean their whole entire house in like one night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, even Taylor from PK, he was saying like that he took it one time and he hated it because he felt like he just wanted to like just clean and like
do everything under the sun.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's legit. What soda was back when they first invented it was like, oh, you drink this magic soda tonic and like you'll clean the whole house. It's because it had freaking cocaine in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, it's crazy.
I swear, when I went to Europe in I don't remember the year. It was early 2000s, I think. And I swear, when we got Coke at the first like restaurant that we went to,
we'll clarify. He's talking about the soda.
Yeah, I'm not in 6th grade hitting up the fucking guy on the street. Hey, where's the Coke at, guy? No, Coca-Cola. Yeah, from the restaurant. They serve it at the time. I don't know if they still do, but they served it in a glass bottle. Like it was almost like if you bring wine to the table over there at the restaurant that we sat at, and all of us, you know, who drank soda were like, and we drank the Coke there, were like, it tastes different, yeah. And like everybody was like, it does. It definitely does. And like, yeah, it's in a glass bottle. We're used to plastic. It's not really much of a difference. But we're like, it definitely tastes weird, right? And everybody's like, yeah, feel a little weird. Well, so we didn't know.
Are you sure it wasn't real sugar? Because that's the big thing. So when we talk about Mexican Coke, it's because they put actual sugar in it.
Yeah, and it like hits you different.
Wow,
man.
no, this is in France and Italy and Malta area.
I'm assuming it's a similar thing. I don't know how their laws are there.
I'm pretty sure Coca-Cola as a brand would not still make anything that has drugs in it. Like that's just not a good image. But I was gonna say when I was up for like 2 days straight one time during this drug case in the Coast Guard. Like the way that it was working was like we had shifts, right? And so like I got like 4 hours of sleep, or you had like 4 hours off, and it's like, oh, you want to go eat, you want to take a shower because it's hot and everybody's sweaty, all this stuff. By the time you actually make it to where like you could get some sleep, it's like, what's the point? Like I'm gonna have to wake up in an hour, you know? It's like I'm just gonna feel like shit because like you get super groggy, right? And so like everybody's just drinking a shit ton of coffee, this and that. Well, it's like the like early morning, almost the afternoon. And we're transferring cocaine bales. And we had this like dumbwaiter thing that went down to the armory where we kept all the ammunition and all that stuff. And
I know this story.
I was at the bottom and I had to like look up and make sure that it wasn't getting stuck. Well, one of the bales fell and got stuck between the actual like dumbwaiter and like the wall, and it ripped open right on top of me. And like I was like fucking awake like that, dude. Like it woke me up, but like I was like getting it off really fast, so I don't think I ingested too much. But like it was funny. I go and talk to like the doc, and he was like, he was like, hey, you know, like if you wanted, like you're pretty much good for like 2 months to do any drug you want. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Wait,
Oh
what?
my
because
God.
it's in your record that if you get tested, you're gonna pop positive because of this incident or something. And he was like joking around. He's like, "Hey, if you want to do some
Whoa.
coke right now, go for it." I was like, "Bro, what the?" He's just being funny, but it was just like I was more scared than anything. You know, it was like and this is the end where Michael Cera's like going around like blowing cocaine into people's faces, and he's like, "Bro, what the hell? I've never done this drug before." He's like freaking out, you know, like it was like that. I was like panicking. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I said, it like I was so tired that it was like I just chugged like a pot of coffee. It wasn't like, you know, it was
That's
weird,
weird, dude.
and it went away
Yeah,
super fast. Like it was, I felt like I was back to normal in like a half hour.
Well, I mean, you inhaled it, right? So I feel like that would
I don't think I
go
like I said, I don't
faster.
think I ingested that much at all. If anything, it like because I remember I had to go to like an eye wash station because I got some in my eye or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like drugs are weird because like at the end of the day, like someone had to, like I guess, like,
Oh,
especially
dude,
when it's
trust me.
the synthetic
Yeah.
ones, someone had to make that and then try it, and they were like, "Whoa,
I'm sure
This is like cocaine, like-
so many people have messed up and like put themselves in the hospital or whatever trying to make drugs, you know, like doing something they shouldn't have and accidentally putting like something that's super harmful
yeah."
in small amounts, you know, trying to make drugs. It's it's such a weird thing. Like when you think about it, that like people literally just design like a chemical makeup that will just make you feel good and like super energetic, all this stuff, you know. Like I mean anything like there's all there's drugs for everything. I mean like they I can't remember, there's a certain drug I was hearing the Derek from More Plates More Dates talk about, and they're saying that it's like the closest thing to like a limitless pill or something. Where like you think very like you think better, people like statistically score like way higher on tests and stuff when they're on it, like all these studies and stuff, but
I
like
feel like Adderall is. They did a whole documentary on Adderall on Netflix. I forget what it's called. It's like Take the Pill or something pill something.
yeah, I don't
Based
What
in
was
red
that
pill.
movie called? Huh?
Based in red pill.
it's weird to me that like somebody with like really severe
It's not that, by the way.
somebody with really severe ADHD, if it's ADHD, right? If they take Adderall, they feel normal. You
Yeah.
know, it's weird.
Well, it's because you have to remember. So I think Adderall, like as a drug, is meant to give you focus.
Take your pills is what
and
it's called.
for a normal person, that
It's
amount
like-
of focus
yeah.
is not normal, right?
yeah, it's like
um,
steroids for your brain.
Yeah, and so when you have ADHD, it's sort of like it takes all that energy that you had and just gives you like laser focus. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I think people with ADHD are actually like, my understanding, they typically are pretty smart. It's just that they don't have a way to sort of like focus that
Yeah.
intelligence into one thing, you know?
Because like I said, I've had issues where I'm not saying I have ADHD, but I'm just saying like I'd be curious to take the test to see if I have something. But
Same.
like it'll be like, all right, I need to like edit this video, I need to do this, and I'll sit there, one notification pops up, and it's like
And
I
you
go down
focus on that?
down a fucking
Yeah.
rabbit hole. Like I just all of a
Same.
sudden I'm
Like that,
checking
yeah.
everything. I'm like hey,
Yep.
what, you know, somebody says something in a message and I'm like, oh, what, like one night I was like, oh, I remember that Flash game, like The Last Stand, where you like literally stand behind barriers and shoot zombies. Have you ever seen that old game?
That is
I
a good
found it
reference.
on Steam, downloaded it, played the whole first game, beat
It's
it.
on Steam.
Yeah, they have a trilogy and there's a new one coming. But like I like played that whole game and like all this shit, and then I was like, wait, I was supposed to be editing, you know, and I just like threw away like an hour and a half.
Wait, I feel like I remember you actually playing
Trust me, I
that
do the
because I think
same
it
shit.
popped up on my screen. And I was like, "Last Stand." That's weird.
Like my wife will come in and be like, "Are you done with work?" And I'll be like,
no.
Oh, the Last
I
Stand
didn't start.
aftermath. Oh, it's like 2.5D, bro. This is sick.
Yeah, but I don't know.
2.5D.
I definitely want to get like checked out and see if I have anything. I mean, you know, because people can
I'd
have
be
like
curious to do it
mild
myself.
mild versions of it, you know.
Acute
Mhm.
ADHD.
Because I definitely fidget a lot sometimes, you know.
I have restless leg syndrome like crazy. Like I'm
Restless
always
leg.
like,
Like when you're shaking the legs.
yeah, like
Oh,
my
yeah.
right leg is really, really bad. My left leg not so much, but my right leg, like most of the time, I noticed it when I was watching back the podcast last week. You'll see me like jittering. It's because I'm shaking my leg. I just caught myself doing it. It's
I,
like when
uh,
I catch myself, I immediately stop. But then like we'll start talking again. I'll start doing it again.
Just so you guys know, we're probably gonna end it soon because
Yeah.
my class starts in like 10 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to say
100%.
one last quick thing. I discovered something, and I feel like it can help a lot of people. I get, especially with the acting stuff, I get kind of anxious, you know, and like nervous before I do it, you know. It's definitely getting better. I'm getting more used to it, more comfortable with like just, you know, you got to be able to make a fool out of yourself. You can't care like about making a fool out of yourself. That's with a lot of stuff. You just can't be afraid
100%.
of what people think. But when you're in that moment where you're like super anxious and your heart starts racing and you get butterflies, start like in your head calling things out like, oh, this is a blue cup, this is a red keyboard. It like kind of grounds you and kind of like calms your brain
really?
down. Yeah,
That's a legitimate method.
That would help me out a lot. I get butterflies big time.
Yeah, dude,
when I get
trust me.
nervous, and
I'm like,
oh,
I
fuck,
tried
shit
it.
myself.
I tried it, and I was like, dude, I wish I had known about this a long time ago. I probably would have done way better in school if I, you know, anytime you had to go up and present something, if I had done that for like 10 seconds, I would have been so much better off.
Yeah.
It literally just
It
makes
won't
your brain go, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
you like, because you kind of start, it's people describe it as like almost feeling like you're out of your body. Like it's just like a really like elevated, like, you know, you start thinking about overthinking everything and like worst case scenario stuff. So I feel like, oh, you know, this is a black chair, this is a white wall, this is that. It's like your brain is just identifying simple things and it calms it down.
That's where the meme of like go touch grass comes from, because they want you to, that's legitimately like it's a way that they tell you to deal with anxiety and stuff like that.
You just make things
like,
simple. Yeah,
you need to ground yourself, like you said, because that's probably the best way to put it.
But yeah, so if you're listening to this and you're like in
that.
high school, you got a project to present or I don't know, talent show, just do that. You'll be fine.
Talent show. Okay, guys.
But
I'm gonna be doing a trick shot on stage.
I'm gonna be doing the Fortnite dance.
Get off this! Oh, hold on, really quick. Did you guys hear that Donald Trump got booed for saying to take the vaccine?
Well, yeah, that's very
not surprising.
I think that's too political to talk about that because I
Did
get
you guys
it.
hear about that?
No, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and then Alex Jones he was like on the side of people that booed him.
Dude, have you seen that interview where Alex Jones is like, I wish I'd never fucking met Donald Trump. Like this is how he's like
what?
I saw that
because he was like, I don't know, he says that Donald Trump was like talking to him all the time, like they would talk, like they were friends. But like at the same time, it's the president of the United States, and so anytime he thinks like, oh, he says he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, and then he doesn't do it, it like messed with his head because he's like what's real and what's not, you know. And he's already like kind of a loony person, so it's definitely not good for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he was
I just
in the middle of an interview.
Right, dude.
In the middle of an interview, yeah, he was like, "Well, I know what you're talking about. We'll have to talk about that next time because there was something that came out that turned out to be true that everybody made fun of. It was like about like human animal hybrids or something."
No, it was it was the whole thing where like all the rich people like go to that one place and then there's like the owl god or whatever.
Oh no, that's Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian
That was back in the 90s that he exposed that, dude.
Yeah, I'm saying, but he's been
no.
right
I'm
about
talking about
like that.
he's been. But recently, he was right about where they're in like China and other places. They're taking humans, splicing them with animals to grow organs.
Monkey Butler.
Obsessed with this Monkey Butler thing.
All
right,
Monkey Butler so bad.
Let's call it. I think we're good.
And before we call it, I just want to say we are working on getting this podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
let's go.
He sent all the files.
He sent all the files to me.
Oh.
The only issue is this week, like every night after this, I have the improv thing for like 3 hours a night. So
it'll be a little bit of time, but just so everybody knows, you can listen to it if you can't always watch it.
At some point, we need to get Walt Jr. on here.
Chris, can you make a podcast like album cover thumbnail? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Mom if I can get Wendy's though.
Oh God.
Fucking A.
But the one more thing before we go, I just wanted to say, I know we talked about the Afghanistan thing, and it's a very touchy subject. The main thing is like I think we all wish that it had gone smoother and maybe not, have been such a shit show. And I hope that everything works out in like best case scenario 100%. From here on out. It's terrible what's going on.
It is.
But yeah. Hopefully we got some better news about it next week because that's after the deadline. So
Next
Yeah,
week is the
it
deadline.
is.
Yeah. So that might be a chaotic day, but we'll see.
We'll
Yeah.
today.
Until next time.
All right, farewell.
See ya.